I'll ever
Making
be.
progress.
Hello, everybody, and welcome
I know, it's a low bar.
to a very loud, very masked version of Casual Cactus and our D&D sessions. This is the Glassbreakers Guild. I am, as you can see, DM Keith. We are wearing masks this week simply because we've got company coming into town and we want to be sure that everything is copacetic here. So you're going to have to listen real closely.
That's a new way to say that word.
And hopefully you'll be able to carry, to follow along with us as we go. We're going to be very cognizant of enunciation and hopefully you guys will be able to catch what's happening this week. Some announcements to get started, as always. Of course, you know this is a pre-recorded session, so this is not live. We will not be obviously able to interact with you guys on the stream, but as we're playing this for you guys during the regular slot, we should be in the chat with you, so we'll be able to interact with you guys there.
Should get weird real quick.
Yeah, so fun stuff is happening here today, guys. So,
a very muffled episode.
Very muffled episode, but hopefully you guys will be able to follow along with us. The normal announcements. We've got our YouTube channel. Go ahead and check that out. I'll be sure to put that.
Just a bunch of letters and numbers.
Yes. Well, I don't have enough people on YouTube yet to get a custom URL, so that's what you get. That's the YouTube channel. Check it out. If you go there, if you're not already a subscriber there, do subscribe, like it, hit the bell for notifications so that every time we put anything up from this this channel, you guys will get the notification and be able to watch along there on YouTube. We do have our Discord server going as well. It's a good place for news and information about what's going on with this channel, as well as Danny and Kyrie's creative streams. So go there, check that out, interact with us, and one of these days, I'll be more active on the Discord server as well.
I'm streaming this week.
It's
my
Kyrie,
2-year anniversary as an affiliate.
oh,
Happy
happy anniversary, Kyrie!
Yeah.
Awesome. So definitely want to check that out. The Discord server will be a good place to get the information on that.
It doesn't matter.
All right. With that, I think who did we decide was doing the recap?
It's Danny.
Is it Danny? So,
because Danny, for some reason, thinks that not touching her nose but putting her finger up in the air still counts. We saw that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to Danny for our recap.
Okay. So what had happened was Adrian came back and discovered Killian trying to blow up his new forge. Oh yeah, a year had passed since the previous time. So Adrian came back from learning swordy things.
And losing his job.
And
I didn't lose my job.
we're all pretty sure that he got fired, but we're not sure that he understands that he got fired. And I'm totally not actually positive that he got fired, but our characters are all pretty convinced of it. And so, we had a welcome home party, and he gave us all nice gifties and tried to make his sister cry. Probably did, actually. Let's see. From there was a town council meeting where some of our people got sneaky and went in to find Foghorn Leghorn complaining loudly about the fact that the lumber was getting stolen on the way to Lamont's Wells. Mm-hmm. I remembered a thing.
Yep.
And then Alma had the bright idea to get Killian to get us together as a group of people to, as a band of merry men / women to other uh, to go and try and find the bandits and apprehend the bandits.
Get the product.
Hopefully this group will be able to come up with a name for themselves.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it'll somehow involve pirates. So yes, we went traveling about. My character really just went because she knew that they were going to go anyway, and she figured somebody that had a frontal lobe ought to be with them.
That and Master Ross. Rosk.
Oh yeah. The head of the monk order in the capital had passed away, and my nemesis, Master Rosk,
Dun, dun, dun.
ended up
Becoming
the head of the order. But I don't think anybody else knows that yet.
Well, no, it was announced.
It was
to
announced
the
to the whole town.
No.
whole town.
Oh,
Whether or
that's
not we
right.
know who Master
Well, I
Rosk is
wasn't
to
sure.
you.
I don't remember.
There was a couple of days where you were the only one who knew, but then it got announced
Yep.
at
Oh,
large.
okay,
to
so
the rest
other
of the
people
town.
know now too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All we know is the monks are celebrating someone we don't know.
So Simi was having a really bad week, and then in yeah,
She found catharsis in murder.
yes, she murder hoboed.
Oh,
Now
I
to
have to
be
do with that.
fair, at first she thought that they shot Alma. She was very mad about
To
that.
be fair, he was already dead before you started attacking him.
That doesn't help.
What do you mean that doesn't help?
Well, I mean, I didn't see that he was dead. I saw him go
You did
down.
miss a lot.
I saw that
Adds up
his
some
leg
counts.
was bleeding.
Oh, he's dead. He was
But-
dead when you
But,
got to
but
him.
it was like, he went down, I attacked him right after he landed, kind of a thing.
Attack is a strong word. Mutilated might be another one.
I mean,
You're not
I believe the exact description we used is it's the scene from Daredevil where Kingpin takes the
dude's
yeah.
head over.
and just keeps smashing it till it's jelly. That is basically what you did today.
Yeah, I turned his skull into
We
a
fought
jelly.
some bandits,
It
and
was-
now we're at that point of the story.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Killian helped Alma drag one of the still living
And I have to
bandits.
deal with you.
And one
I
got
got to
away.
interrogate.
Importantly, one got away.
Wait,
Yes.
what actually made it?
The one
Oh,
jumped
right, 'cause
across
he
the-
jumped.
Yeah, because he jumped. Yeah.
What a madman.
Yes. And he actually moved it.
Apparently none of us
the-
jump.
No, I ain't going out. I don't have any range to go after
Yeah,
him.
I don't have any spell slots anymore, so nope.
What are spells?
Okay, what
Cabbage is not here.
Yes, Cabbage is not
Yes.
with us.
I don't know.
We don't know.
On a boat.
Well,
presumably.
it's funny.
On a
You,
boat.
it's funny you should mention that because we're going to start with Cabbage.
Good, this
On
gives
a
me
boat.
time to think of what.
She's on the river going under that bridge, and so when the dude jumps off, he lands on the boat.
Yes, please.
Cabbage
Okay,
is
so
pointing
that
by.
bridge. Okay,
On a
so
boat.
important to know
Got my
that
flippy
that
floppies.
bridge does not go over the river. It just goes over a side
Creek.
tributary. So Cabbage, it has been a year since last you've been with us. Over the course of the year, you have managed to get in good with several of the riverboat captains. You've made several trips up and down the river with the Fortune's Folly and Captain Greybeard. This day, however, you are not aboard Fortune's Folly. You are aboard the Idle Gambler.
Nice. I like your ship names.
Captain Jonas Kent is bringing the Idle Gambler up the river. He has some trade goods coming into Sutterton to be delivered. Still a couple of days out, so you're doing lots of little jobs. So deckhand stuff, scrubbing, sweeping, swapping the deck, things like that. Checking ropes and making sure that they're in good repair. Helping out in the galley, cooking for the rest of the crew.
You're a cabin boy.
Yeah, deckhand / cabin boy. You're pretty much, if something needs doing, the first person they call is Cabbage. Cabbage! and they all get a kick out of it too.
That
It's
they get
like-
to yell cabbage.
that they get to yell cabbage. Absolutely, it's all of the crews have been like that. It's been this is awesome. So they've been calling your name quite a bit just because they can. But you've been learning a lot about how riverboats at least work, and you've had a chance to talk with several of the crew members because some of them have been on bigger ocean vessels as well, and you have learned that those are completely different beasts, and so you still have a lot to learn about those kinds of sailing. But as far as the riverboats go, I mean, you've learned a lot over the course of the year. As is typical, the idle gambler has come to a spot where it can sort of drop anchor for the night because they don't run during the night typically. Watch is set, and everyone sort of beds down for the evening. Along about midnight, there is a cry of alarm, and everyone gets rousted out of bed. Your berth is up in the bow, so you come stumbling out of your cabin, out on deck, just in time to see a flaming arrow whiz by right in front of your eyes. What you gonna do?
Oh shit. Is there anybody near me?
It's a small crew, so there's only about 6 or 7 others on board. Three of them are coming out of the cabin at the stern. Your watchman is about the middle of the boat, and then you're coming up from the bow. You're hearing a couple of others down below getting their stuff together, but they haven't made an appearance yet.
What's going on?
Goblins!
Nice.
No, not nice!
Not nice. Got it.
Make me a perception check.
I love cabbage so much.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Crap. Perception. Right. I have more numbers now. That's 11.
That's an 11? Okay. It's not hard to see because there's a flaming arrow that is stuck into the gunnel right next to you, and the sparks are falling down into a coil of rope that's starting to catch. And then there's other arrows that are flying through the air. Some of them are lit, some of them are not.
I'm gonna grab water
Okay.
somewhere. Put that fire out.
Put a bucket on your
Spit
head.
on it.
Okay. Easy enough to put the fire out. About this time. Oh yeah. About this time, you hear a thunk behind you, and then several more down the length of the ship. So as you turn around and look, there is a crude grappling hook that has gotten that has come up over the side away from bank. So so you guys are snugged up against the north bank of the river. So these grappling hooks are actually coming from the south, and there's several of them. They're made out of deer antlers, bones, just all kinds of stuff, but not metal.
Well, I'm gonna whip out one of my daggers
Okay.
and I'm gonna start sawing at the ropes, and hopefully as many as I can before
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to.
Just roll me a d20 real quick.
9.
9. Okay. All right, so as you're sawing through the very first one, a little green head pops up over the railing and jabs at you with a dagger.
Punch him in the nose. Punch him in the nose.
Is a.
It's like a shark. Just punch him.
I don't know that I got my.
I like that that's where your brain went first. Totally just like a shark. Just punch him in the nose.
I mean, he came from the water.
Does a 16.
Oh,
Yeah.
barely.
All right, so you are going to take 4 points of piercing damage as the dagger catches you basically right in the middle of the chest.
Great.
And go ahead and roll initiative for me. Real quick.
Yeah.
I want you to know in our combat, I avoided getting hit.
Me too.
You had spells.
It's beside the point.
I got hit with
I got hit.
with an arrow with a rock tied to it.
Not damaged.
Good roll.
Okay.
That's a
Two. I got hit, right?
Yeah.
22.
You're gonna go first.
Good. I'm going, well,
So just so you see, you've got the one right in front of you, and then there's 3 more coming up the side of the boat as well.
okay. Well, I'm going to pull out my rapier that I sleep with.
Okay.
That's one done.
Okay, that's definitely
That's
something
what
Cat would do.
Alright.
And I'm gonna swing at the one in front of me.
All right.
19?
19 will hit.
Sweet. And wait. Okay, so that's 7 points of damage.
All right. So your rapier catches him in the throat and goes right, basically all the way through, out the other side, and when you pull it back, he falls over backwards, and you hear a splash in the river.
Oh my gosh! I just killed something!
Existential crisis.
Am I supposed to like this feeling?
Something has changed within you.
All right.
And, oh wait, no, never mind. I don't have bonus action to hide yet.
All right. So the 3 goblins, the other 3 goblins that you can see scramble over their respective rails and start to pull scimitars off their belts. Out of the darkness to the south come some more arrows, and some of them are flaming. About every 4th or 5th arrow is actually flaming. And the others are just are just normal arrows, and they're hitting the side of the boat.
Time to abandon ship.
Okay. Your crewmates.
Save me.
Die.
All simultaneously have heart attacks.
You do. 2 of the the 2 at the far end are swarmed by the crew members and taken down. The one in the one amidship, he came up where there wasn't anybody to catch him, and so he's able to dodge around the crew member that's there. So there's only one left on the boat. Come back, and we're back up to you. So
Okay.
what do you want to do?
I'm gonna, still sort of panicking, but I'm going to go after the last goblin.
Okay.
Unnatural 20.
Yep.
Okay, and I realized last time I rolled a d6 and not a d8. 11 points of damage.
And that's able to take him down.
I don't know what bites the dice.
I'm just gonna kind of stare at my sword now that danger's sort of gone.
Make me a. Well, no, you're actually you're
More or less in
preoccupied.
shock.
You're preoccupied. You
You'll
wouldn't
never
notice.
Get the blood off now.
But the rest of the crew, the rest of the crew are peering into the darkness to the south, trying to see the other whatever that's out there. One of your crew members does like blindly fire an arrow, sort of back towards where the arrows were being fired from, but all you hear is a plop as it goes in the river. Few little fires that are still sort of flared up are getting put out. Sand, water, whatever happens to be at hand. So one of the other cabin boys is beating part of it out with a little bit of canvas that was close to hand, trying to smother it. You're right there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm totally fine.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Is this the first time you've been in a fight in Baird Steel?
I've killed hundreds of people.
Make a deception.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Make a deception check at disadvantage.
Nice.
It's still an 8.
An 8.
Hey, I rolled a 3, so.
It's all right. It happens sometimes. This is a dangerous world, and sometimes you have to defend yourself. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Senora, these things do happen.
Until these things do not happen, this thing does not happen.
Nicely done.
I tell you what. Go splash a little water on your face and going back to your bunk. We'll take a look and see what needs to be done in the morning.
Aye, aye.
You
And
take
I
2
will do
shots
just
and call me in the
that.
morning.
Okay.
And wipe the blood off of my sword
hangover
and try to
didn't work.
collect myself.
All right. So the rest of the night passes uneventfully for you. When you get up in the morning, the gambler is still where it was before. In the light of day, you're able to see 4 or 5 spots where little fires caught. There's a scorched spot in the mainsail where one of the arrows landed. So there's a good sized hole in it when it gets hoisted that morning. So before you guys can go anywhere, there's going to have to be some repairs made. Looking over the side of the boat, you do see arrows sticking in, very similar to the ones that you pulled out of Fortune's Folly about a year or so back. Very crude arrowheads, mainly bone, some stone, a couple that had scorch marks around them. You recognize those, obviously. Make me a perception check.
19.
19. Okay. From the shoreline, you catch the sounds of what reminds you of sort of the action that you went through last night. Sounds like a little bit of a battle going on, a little bit of a fight going on.
All of the sounds are Adrian.
It does sound a little bit familiar, and but after several minutes, you hear somebody crashing through the underbrush on the southern bank. and you see a young man appear on the shore. He spends a few minutes clearing brush away, hops onto a disguised raft, and rows it across the river into an inlet on the southern side.
Wow.
Hello, friend.
He's not even listening, paying attention. He's just going
Chicken go.
and disappears around a bend on the southern side of the river.
Captain,
Yes,
did you see that guy?
I did. Yes.
Do you know who he is? Should we be worried?
I haven't got a clue, and I don't really rightly know.
All right.
It did sound like there was some action up on the road up there.
Should we go after him? Should we kill him?
well, that was a quick turn.
No.
There's a difference between saying and doing.
So,
Easy down there. Easy down.
so
You're at
I,
11, I need you to bring it down to a 3.
so I know we had a little bit of action last night, but he didn't pay us any mind, so we can let him go.
Fine.
Now, we're going to be here for a little while. If you want to go check out and see what's going on up on the road, that's okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
What a segue.
So you get in the dinghy and row yourself ashore and haul it up onto the riverbank and start climbing your way up the road or up the hill to the road. And we'll come back to that in just a second.
You're gonna get killed when you get to the top.
So, where did we leave the rest of you guys last time?
An interrogation.
Yeah, about
And I have to take
interrogation.
care of.
Yeah, you're still.
And
You've innards on your hands now because you've turned him into bloody pulp.
no,
So right, you guys were headed down to.
and I'm going to make sure that she's
Yeah, it was
holding
headed
her
towards
up.
the water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
to go wash up.
Okay. So
Yep, I remember. Thanks. I wrote them.
so go ahead and the three of you make me a perception check, and Cabbage, go ahead and make me one as well.
roll that. That's correct. Ooh, 18.
So what, you rolled a 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 24.
24.
Yep. I should actually read these in so I don't have to wonder.
See, guys, I told you it was cabbage.
It all makes sense now.
I haven't seen it yet. Kelly had
What's
had
that?
this working theory that
14?
you were the
Okay.
one who was running the band.
Cabbage. What
Yeah,
do-
I rolled a 1. So
We
that brings it
found
to
her.
like a 6.
Okay, so yeah, you don't notice them. The rest of you guys, as you're heading down to the fast-moving stream to let Cabbage wash up,
Semi watch out.
or Simi, sorry, you actually see Cabbage on the other side of the stream, the other side of the gully. Making her way up the hill to the road.
Cabbage.
What?
Pulls out her sword.
That's immediately what I do.
It's just me. It's Lady.
Oh, Miss Lady.
Yes, that, yes.
But before you have a chance to say that, when I catch sight of her for just a second, I go super like defensive mode. But then I realize that it looks like she's someone familiar, and I just kind of keep doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put my sword away now.
I'm real gross.
What are you doing out in the Gross.
It's quite a long story. But Alma and Killian.
Yeah.
Alma and Killian agreed to help some people that had their wares stolen by bandits. They agreed to try to recover the goods.
You guys got a job without me?
Well, you were working. You were working already.
Good job for Adrian.
And I mean, really, the only reason I'm here is because Alma asked me, and it didn't seem right to just let him go off by himself. So I decided that I should at least come along to make sure that no one got too hurt.
Yeah, and
Adrian got a little hurt, but he's okay now. I patched him up.
Pardon?
Wait, am I like close enough? Am I still across the river at this point?
So there's a stream that's flowing down to the river in sort of like in the little inlet where your boat is moored for the night. So you're on the opposite side of it from them.
But it's just a little stream.
Yes, just a little stream.
Okay, I'm gonna run across the stream and
Okay.
attack hug you.
Be careful, he's a little.
He's fragile.
I'm not fragile.
Simmy.
You'll never get the blood off.
I kind of am a little on the unresponsive side at the moment. I kind of look at you and I hear my name and then go back to kind of washing up.
She,
Right.
We got attacked a little, so.
So you had was it goblins?
no,
No, it was just.
human bandits.
Yeah, just human.
Because I got
humans.
attacked by goblins.
Oh,
Oh, there's goblins
like,
around.
just recently?
Last night, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I
So wait,
see.
are Alma and Killian
No.
here?
No,
you're not here.
no,
Okay.
they're with, yeah,
They're interrogating a
they're
man.
busy.
Got it.
But yeah, we were just helping Simi to wash up.
Yeah.
And once I feel like I've gotten as much of the blood as I can off, I'll just kind of straighten up and like crack my neck. And like slowly but surely I'm starting to acknowledge that other people are around me a little bit more.
You look like you had a night like I did.
Well, no, it was like 2
That
minutes
was-
ago.
Yeah, no, just recently.
Rough night?
Wait, was that guy?
What guy?
Okay.
I saw a
Oh,
guy.
wait. Did you see the guy that ran off?
I did actually, yeah.
He jumped over the river.
Yeah, he had a little raft thing.
Oh,
So
well,
we
he
went
didn't
over
have
the
that when he
bigger
jumped over
river.
the river.
Yeah. He went down the bend. I told my captain maybe we should go kill him. He said he didn't really care. So that didn't happen.
Is your captain not worried about you not being...
He told
There?
me that I could come and see what was going on. We heard some noise. Also yelling. Was that you, Bucket?
What?
Me?
No.
Alright.
I just heard lots of noise.
It was probably the men.
It was probably the people losing their lives.
So, you okay?
I'm fine.
Right.
Narrator. She was.
Right. Alright, where, you said Alma and Killian were here?
Yeah, they're up that ways a bit, talking to a guy.
About a horse.
Trying to get some information.
Yeah, they're
To
not
find out
talking.
who they were. I mean, they did attack us unprovoked, so.
Well, should we go back and see what's going on there?
I guess.
And then I can, go back and tell my captain what's going on. I'm not really needed right now.
Did the captain, like, stop? Like, did he actually pull in anywhere?
Well, we were
They're
anchored
anchored?
when
Okay.
the goblins attacked
They were
us.
anchored when
Okay.
she left the boat.
Okay.
Whether they're.
I've played enough Sea of Thieves. I know how that works. Hey, go check that out!
think real quick. Just making sure.
You got fired too.
Yeah, Adrian is here too. He just got back in town
Yeah.
a few days ago.
I mean, I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Haven't you missed us?
Apparently not. He didn't write.
He didn't run.
Yeah, I missed you guys.
And then he did get he got me some nice tea.
What? Let's go see where the bad guy is.
All right. Meanwhile, up on the road.
Can you grab, please, the prosthetics that I have in the cart and just like slap it back on my face?
Wait, you want me to grab the what?
The face that's in the cart.
The dwarf.
Face.
You know, taken out of context. This is a very, very disturbing conversation, but yes, I can go get the face that you left in the cart.
Thank you.
So I will bring him the face that he left in the cart.
I'm going to sort of like loosely attach it, and then I'm going to change back into the dwarf. That is Alma loosely disguised as a dwarf. And then I'm going to cast my spell.
All right.
And does it take?
It does.
Okay, so I'm going to. Ready? Good morning.
So, this kid in front of you
Child.
can't be any more than about 14 or 15.
Oh, well,
Oh.
that changes things a bit.
Does it?
And he
Oh, this one.
he comes to.
Here, and I'm gonna stick a hand out to help him to his feet.
I am standing behind Alma with my crossbow still out.
He's very hesitantly going to take your hand.
Don't worry about him. He's always a little on edge.
I can understand why.
So we were just talking, and there was a scuffle just a minute ago because we were attacked. Can you tell us some more about that?
Yeah, all I know is that he was looking for some extra help for something and willing to pay for it.
That's fair. You know, I think
He's pointing to
Yeah.
the leader, right?
Bullhead.
To the massive bloodiness.
it might be worth changing careers at this point.
Okay, I wasn't doing too well as a logger anyway.
You know, I happen to know some folks back in town who they run a winery, and it might be worth applying. What?
Hey, can I talk to you? Just give us. Can I talk to you?
Just a second. I'll be right back. Don't worry. You have a little. Never mind.
So I'm gonna pull you a little ways away and in like hushed tones be like, Alma, what are you doing?
He's a kid.
You can't offer him a job at the winery after he tried to kill people.
Number one, only we know that. Number two.
Yeah. The problem is Adrian knows that, and Adrian, his family owns the winery. You don't think he might have a little bit of a problem that you're taking one of the bandits and offering to give him a job at the winery?
He's a kid.
And
I don't think Adrian will notice. Look, I'll put
Okay,
this
that's
prosthetic
fair.
on the kid.
That's fair. Adrian
I will put
probably
this
will
face
not.
on this kid, and Adrian will have no idea.
But why are we offering him a job? He
He
was
needs-
robbing people.
Yes. But at 12 or 13, do you think you might have considered that if you were starving?
No!
Okay, I would have. If I was starving, I would have considered it. Anyway, not important. What
You're
you
talking
should
to the
know
wrong person.
is, he's under a spell currently.
Oh yeah, I
This
kinda
guy
get
is my
that.
best friend.
Okay,
So,
so instead of offering him a job,
well, we're
why
going to
don't
have
you
him take us
ask
to the
him?
staff.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go.
that is
Okay.
the next thing on the list.
Okay, and
But I'm
then
establishing that he is my best friend.
okay, great. We can go back over now.
Alright, hey, so, I didn't catch your name, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's Samsby.
Samsby. So, I need to find, we lost a bunch of cargo on previous trips. Can you show us where that's at?
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, see? He doesn't know anything about that. So, okay. So, were you one of the ones with the bows?
Yeah.
Not a bad shot. Well done. Well done. So, I'm thinking that,
Thank you.
that you need to wear this. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just a fake face. You need to wear this so that nobody else kills you.
Okay.
And I'm going to sort of loosely put it on him, but I'm also going to then take out my disguise kit really fast, and I'm going to do a quick workup so that he doesn't look the same when Adrian gets back.
Okay. So make a roll with your disguise kit.
Okay. So that is 19.
All right.
So, here's your story. You were just coming up the road behind us, you heard a scuffle, and you came over. Sound good?
Okay.
Wow.
I'm sorry. What exactly is the plan here?
The plan is we're going to use his help to go find the rest of this stuff, but we need no one to kill him meantime.
Right, we're gonna use him to find the stuff that he doesn't know where it is.
Right, but he has to have some basic information, where he was hired, all of that jazz.
So instead of putting your face on him, how about you ask him all that information?
We are going to do that.
Right, let's do that now.
I'm waiting for them to show up.
Make me a perception check.
That's not going to be great. 14?
Okay. You actually do hear their voices coming closer, so
Perfect.
they'll be here probably in a couple minutes or so.
So, where were you hired from? Were you hired at the logging camp?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So where have you been hiding out since then? You haven't lived at the logging camp.
Well, I do. Yeah.
Have you just been staying there each night, or how does this work?
Yeah. Mom and Dad have a place in Sutterton, but I've been staying at the logging camp.
I see, that
Closer to work.
Alright, well, you're a bit of a woodsman, yeah? You're using a bow, I assume that you have some basic tracking skills. We're gonna need your help. See, the pile of what used to be a person over there, he was doing some bad things, and we need to get back the stuff he stole. Would you be willing to help us follow his tracks back, figure out where he came from, where he went, all that jazz?
I mean, I knew him from the logging camp.
Ah, so he worked at the logging camp too.
At what point do the rest of us show up?
Yeah.
Probably right about now. You guys make me a perception check real quick. This is just to see if you can see through the disguise.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
14.
You do not.
No.
No?
15.
No.
The
Okay.
important one didn't.
Alright, so the rest of you guys see Alma and Killian and a dwarf.
Alpha, where is... I thought you were interrogating the man that...
Yeah, so this is Samsby. He heard a scuffle and came to help. So...
But, okay, but where's the other guy? That you were interrogating?
Yes, Alma. Where is the man we were interrogating?
I'm gonna lean over and explain. Okay, so.
So he's going to help us.
What the case is.
And he's going to help us see if we can find the stolen goods that we were out here looking for.
By the by, as they're coming up, Cabbage is with them.
Where did... You were not.
You are! I knew it! I knew it! Well, see, we don't even need him. We don't even need him anymore. All right, Cabbage, so where have you been putting it?
I really didn't want you to be right.
Right, the wood. All the wood that you've been stealing. Where have you been putting it?
I've been on a boat.
When you're done mending your ankle from this whole jump to conclusions that you just made,
No, so she's here, and the bandits are here, which means
He
obviously.
just got here.
The boat's parked over by the river.
Anchored, but yeah.
Oh.
This is one of those winky dinks.
What? I mean,
Pirate. They're not that different.
bandits are basically land pirates, and nobody in any of the wagons that got attacked got hurt. They all just got knocked out, and then when they woke up, all the wood was gone. So yeah, I kind of thought you were maybe building yourself a fort in the woods, or something.
I'd like to search the bodies.
Because that's
Okay.
basically you're basically just a land pirate at that point.
Why would I steal
investigation
wood?
check.
I'd
That's what
chop
I
down
said.
a tree.
That is what I said.
Because that's what pirates do. They steal things.
They steal things when they need them, or to take care of the poor. I wouldn't just steal wood.
I didn't know what you're. Never mind.
Care of-
Is that
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm not.
Oh.
I think it was a very logical conclusion.
there are so many conversations that happen.
Anyway.
Hi, Alma.
Hey, long time no see.
Yeah.
Alma, it looks like a dwarf. But it is also still fairly clearly Alma.
Playing dress up or something.
Yep.
All the time.
They were not going to let a 13-year-old defend a wagon.
Yeah.
And anybody believed this.
Nobody looked too close.
So there's about 4 or 5 dead bodies around, including one that's like head and face are just a bloody mess.
You guys have a bigger kill count than I do now.
I didn't kill anyone.
Technically, neither did I.
What do you mean technically?
Wait,
I mean,
how
I
are you
might
not,
run
how
my
are you not
rapier
hurt
across
anymore?
it.
You had a gash in your forehead earlier.
No, I got blood on me, but, I mean, nothing compared to see me.
She just like
Okay.
looks at you and shakes her head, just like glaring at you.
Right, so Samsby, we
Yes.
were discussing how you were going to help us find the stuff that's missing.
Okay, whatever you say.
We just need you to help us look for tracks. We need to find where this guy's been hiding out.
So, real quick, the guy that you guys were interrogating, you let him get away.
Yes.
Oh, is that what we did?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That sounds like bullshit.
Why didn't you shoot him?
I missed.
Make a perception check versus deception from both of you guys.
You just hear this, and I like walk up to the front of the cart and just sit.
16.
Natural 20, 26.
4.
Yes, that is indeed what happened.
Totally, absolutely.
So, anyway, we need to look for tracks. So
I'm going to take Cabbage and we're going to go check over there real fast.
Also, it would be worth noting if you and Cabbage want to head back down by the boat. Cabbage could maybe show you where. Oh wait, I wasn't there for that part of the conversation. Sorry. It might also be worth looking for the one who jumped the bridge.
Oh, I saw him.
You saw him jump the. Are we sure that you're not the?
I was on the boat! You can ask my captain. He was right there.
Okay, so you saw him on. Well, you were on the boat.
River. Okay.
Right, so what did he do?
He ran. He.
Gosh, I keep picking up your stupid
I know.
accents.
He ran and uncovered some kind of raft thingy, and then went down the river and around a bend. I asked my captain if we should go get him and kill him, and he said no.
Right, so we should go get him, but we should not kill him.
I feel like that's a good course of action.
Because dead people don't answer our questions very well.
Indeed not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take Cabbage and we're gonna go over there.
We'll catch up with you if we don't find anything here. stay close enough that, well...
So I'm just gonna start walking away, and once we're like out of the earshot, I'm like, right. So the guy we were interrogating is the guy who looks like a dwarf, and Alma has this whole thing where he wants to he made him his friend, and he offered him a job at the winery, and so now he wants to get him to help us, but the kid doesn't actually know anything except that he worked at the logging camp.
What
So
kid?
no, he's a dwarf, but he's actually a kid.
How old is he?
I don't know, like 12, 13?
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, he can't get a job at the winery.
Yes, I know, but that's besides the point. So if you're confused what's going on, it's because Alma's been bullshitting his way through all of this without anything that looks like a plan.
I mean, that's sort of what
And
he
the
does.
only reason it even works is because Adrian can never tell the difference. So no, he did not escape, and no, I did not miss.
Like, I would just like to make this abundantly clear, I didn't miss.
So that's what's going on.
Thank you.
Right.
So we're actually gonna go look for this guy.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you saw him.
He's the only one who probably knows what we're doing.
I
we're
would
gonna head to
probably
the
ask
boat
if you
and-
wanted me to come with you for having somebody who's pretty light on their feet. Whether or not you accept that.
Are you sure you're good to go? Sure you don't need to, take a quick little breather, catch your breath, drink some water?
Catch someone
If
else's
you
something
splash some on your
stronger.
face, it does wonders.
I mean, we're crossing that tributary on the way out anyway. I can splash some more water on my face.
I'm just gonna slowly side eye the destroyed body. So you're sure you're good?
Why would I not be?
Can you help me?
It seemed like earlier maybe you needed to. Maybe you got a little carried away with yourself.
Did you do that?
Oh, she did that.
Yeah, I think you need to sit down.
Yeah, he used to have a head before you turned it to mush. So,
Okay.
are you sure you're all right?
You're not.
I'll be fine. But if you would prefer that I stay here, that's fine too.
I'm gonna look over towards Adrian.
I'm looting bodies.
I
found a map that says this is where we're hiding everything.
I suppose you could come with us because it looks like we're the most irresponsible people here at the moment.
That's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
So
the worst
I'll
that could
follow
happen.
along.
Alright, when we go past the ship, I'm gonna go up and let Captain know what's going on.
Okay.
Tell him we're gonna go look for the bandit that I said we should have gotten earlier, but he told me not to.
Oh, well, I stand corrected. Carry on then. We'll see you in Satterton.
Now you're fired.
All right.
Ah, Captain.
All right, boys. Let's get this tub underway.
Oh yeah, so forgot to tell you, Adrian lost his job.
Why?
I don't know, but they told him to take a vacation and they didn't tell him when he needed to come back. They just told him to go.
I mean,
I don't think he's figured out that he's been fired yet.
that doesn't necessarily mean he's fired.
I mean, that's usually what it means when they ask you to go on vacation and don't come back.
I mean, why don't they just say, hey, you're fired, go home?
I mean, maybe they didn't. Adrian just thought they meant go on vacation for an extended period of time.
Well, did you ask him?
Yes, he says that they're going to let him know when they need him back. But he didn't. How are they going to find him?
I mean, I assume they know where he lives.
How do they know he's going to be there when they need him? I'm pretty sure the man lost his job. Just so you know.
Alright. Well, let's go find a bad guy.
All right. So, Adrian, checking through the bodies, you do not find a map or anything like that.
We are here.
You do find
So convenient.
You do find 6 silver pieces amongst them all,
Okay.
and then just the weapons they were carrying. They had some standard crossbows, scimitars,
Okay.
things like that.
I'll just put bandit equipment.
Okay, sounds good.
Throw it on the cart.
It'll be the only thing on the cart.
Yes, well.
What was that? Okay, never mind.
Killian's not there, so like,
Yeah.
I realized, Killian would probably want to look at their gear and see how nice it is and see if he could do anything with it, but Killian's not there and he didn't think of it, so.
Right, I need to fix a few things.
All right. Mizuki, what are you doing?
Mizuki's probably, like, taken Alma aside at this point.
All right.
So, like, she's trying to be quiet, you know, so Adrian doesn't hear, which obviously is distracted. But, so Emma, what exactly, why
Is there a plan?
Look,
Okay.
I was worried Adrian might, or worse, Simi might. He's a kid. Like, he definitely made some poor life choices.
well,
But,
yes.
you know, when haven't any of us made some poor life choice? Maybe not this kind
You
of
think-
poor life. I don't want him to die.
No!
Okay,
That was my whole goal. He's
Well,
gonna
yes.
help us find this camp as best he can, but as best I can tell, he doesn't have any idea where it is.
then how is he going to help us?
Most of the folks who live out in the logging camp have some basic, you know, hunting skills they have to survive, you know. So
Okay,
I'm
but how
hoping
does that help us
we need to,
find the
well, we need to
lost
track
goods?
their footprints back to where they came from. Unless
You
we can
think-
find the guy who ran.
And they say we're the evil
Okay,
ones.
but Killian and Cabbage are looking for him.
Yes, and that's
So-
what I'm saying is we can look meantime for a way to track these guys back to where they're from.
You think this boy, this young boy, is going to help us track?
I mean, it's either that or we send him back home. I don't want him killed.
Okay, but I doubt Adrian. I doubt Adrian or Simi would just
Okay, look what Simi did to that guy.
okay because they were.
And Adrian
I mean,
has been gone for a year as a Queen's Guard. Who knows what he's had to do?
Says his body on the streets every other Friday night.
I can't
believe
say.
no, that's really Adrian.
Well, that's a consideration.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's a real consideration, actually.
It is.
But from a changeling, that is a real
Yes,
consideration.
You always have to wonder about these things.
Yes.
Not everyone can change like you can.
No, but there are other
You
people.
can.
I'm fine with just sending him home, but either way, I'm worried because I don't know how Adrian could have changed. We don't know what his time has done to him, why he got
He
fired.
doesn't go to prison. I mean,
No, but he was in the capital as a
He could've.
Queen's Guard.
How would we know?
I mean.
We don't know why he got fired.
Let's be honest, you guys didn't push really hard to figure out what happened. Let's be honest.
Cabbage hasn't had a chance to ask yet.
Right. But that's the thing is that we don't know why he was fired. If he was fired for killing someone, we don't know.
I mean, I understand your point,
The
but
best part about this is no one can tell you you're wrong.
Yep.
I can.
Yeah, we're hiding all from you. I
Who said we're gonna believe you, imposter Adrian?
So, I mean, I'll leave that to you if you want to send him home or have him help us, but
This
I mean,
character,
I've-
man.
I'm just worried he won't make it home.
who else is gonna hurt him if we just send him home?
Goblins? Or the, whatever those things, the dragon things were. Like, there's lots of bad stuff out here, and he's just
We're
a
not
kid.
even that far yet.
I mean, we're
We're
What,
like
like-
3 days.
That's
No.
Really,
only
too?
2 days,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
also
let's
like
do
to
one
remind Mizuki that this child is the exact same age as Alma at the moment.
Aren't you?
Well, as far I'm technically 18 now,
Cool,
but
yeah,
13,
but-
yeah. He might actually look a little older than Alma does.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think we should send him back on his own. I feel like it would be not safe. He
Okay.
doesn't look like he has supplies with him.
Yes, I understand that.
We're not far out of town, are
We're like 2 days,
2 days.
out.
we?
It's not that far if he perseveres through and
Mm.
uses
I mean,
the escape of darkness.
Right during the-
He did choose to be here.
Okay, so anyway, I think we should try to follow their tracks back to wherever they. I mean, if they were hitting their caravans, especially if it was around here, and they were dragging logs, we should be able to find drag marks or, at least footfalls
I suppose so.
or cart tracks maybe.
Yeah,
So that's what I would like to do.
but the carts are what got stolen from. I mean, they still have the carts.
Right. So we
So-
should be able to find cart tracks, especially if they took it off the road. It shouldn't be too hard to track. I hope. Hi, Adrian.
Hey, I found a few things of silver and their equipment in this sack.
Oh,
What did they have, Adrian?
Oh, short swords, short bows,
Crossbows
and scimitars.
Yeah,
Couple
basically.
rocks.
Okay.
well, good job, Adrian. I appreciate you gathering those.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So most of the crossbow bolts actually had the blunted stone ends on them, so non-lethal crossbow rounds.
And some non-lethal crossbow rounds.
I mean, if they were from the logging camp, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That
did the
would've been
dwarf
Maybe
give you
nicer
any
to know
information?
beforehand.
You didn't know anything really.
Why don't we follow the
That's what happens.
guy
Makes
down.
it look like he
maybe
got
he'll lead
shot.
us towards wherever.
Killian and Cabbage were. Oh
See
wait,
me.
downed?
Yeah, the one I knocked unconscious that you two were gonna talk to, but then he missed.
He's
What
so
direction
far
did he go?
away at this point. He was headed.
Yes, but what direction did he go? Surely he would go back to base of operations.
He went
Surely there was
back
tracks.
down the road.
So then we should
We'll
head
see if
back
we can
down the
track
road
him.
and
Adrian.
maybe.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll see if we can track him.
Okay.
We'll see if
I'm
we
gonna
can
start
pick
looking
up
for
on his
tracks, and
tracks.
hopefully my friend will help me.
I'm real glad that I'm not there.
Oh, is that what happened?
So make me a survival check.
Where's my survival?
Not good, my friend.
I
Not
will
good.
also.
Of course.
7.
Natural
So
20,
you rolled
22.
an 8.
Nice.
Okay.
You're having better luck today.
All right.
I had Natalie pick my dice.
Yeah.
Good
superstition.
job. See, superstition is good.
It's nonsense. Okay.
All right.
But it's
It
nonsense
works.
that works.
Yep.
So,
That was for comments earlier.
so you're able to sort of figure out where all of the bandits had been hiding before you guys came down the road. You can tell that they've actually been there for a while. 5 or 6 hours, give or take. And backtracking a little bit further, it looks like they went to those positions from the road. And when their tracks get back to the road, it gets kind of muddied and muddled with all of the other traffic on the roads. And at that point, you lose them.
Okay, so we're only like 5 days from the previous attack. 2 days travel, three days to prepare the wagon.
Yes, about that.
Oh well, then they had to walk back too. So
Yeah, about a
Well,
week.
we don't know
about
where
a
that
week.
attack happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
can we see? Because there hasn't been any other caravans coming into town on the road.
Nope.
So those would be the most recent tracks aside from our own, as far as wagon tracks.
Yes, except those are not the only travelers using the road.
Right. Well, and
Because
Adrian came in since. And
Yeah, and then there's also
There was a bridge here.
yeah, there was a bridge when you came through earlier. There's also the random patrols from the garrison as well as the
Right.
local militia in closer to Setterton. So
Okay.
those don't reach out this far, but the random patrols do.
Okay. Well, it looks like they joined here from the road. I assume that they came from the logging camp where they were recruited. And then just came up here. So where they've hidden it, we're gonna have to follow
So I assume it's the one that ran away is going towards the cargo?
logging camp.
Well, no, he went south. Where is the logging camp? The new logging camp.
So the new logging camp is actually north of Setterton.
Okay.
So
He headed back east.
No, he went. He went.
yeah,
south.
so the
Oh, the one
logging
that ran
camp.
away, yeah.
Oh,
Went
you guys
south,
can't
yeah.
see it. So the logging camp is sort of in this area here. The guy that ran off this direction.
So we should
South-
probably follow that guy
southeast.
then.
Yeah, I think we'll probably need to try to catch up with Killian and Cabbage.
Okay.
So that begs the question. How long has this taken us?
I mean, it's been half an hour, 45 minutes.
That begs the question. What do you want to do at this point?
I don't know. I think I'd kind of like to go back to town.
Okay. Do you think you can do so safely?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Adrian, could we give him one of the bow and arrow things that you confiscated?
Sure.
So one of the crossbows.
Yeah.
You know how to use that, right? You were one of the ones shooting.
Was he?
There you go.
Everything that he's connecting now.
Actually, yeah. I mean, he just said it flat out. So yeah, it finally clicks that the guy that's in the dwarf mask, you can clearly see now. Wait, that's a mask. That was the mask that Alma was wearing. This is one of the kids that. Yeah, you got it. At this point.
Okay. Take that card and put it in my hand. Save that one for later.
I was worried that Simi might kill him.
Why?
Again, looks at the man who formerly had a head.
Look what she did to the other one.
Yeah, but that's a kid.
I'm gonna point to one of the other dead bodies.
Most of the other ones are older.
Older.
So the Samsby would have been the youngest one in this group.
Okay. I wasn't sure she was in a great place to make that judgment call. So this was my solution. Anyway.
Never mind. We should.
She knows I know.
I know. I'm just like.
So why didn't you just say that in the beginning?
Again, I was worried that someone was going to kill him.
Well, none of us were gonna kill him.
I didn't know
Adrian.
We've known each other for.
How long have you known Simi? And have you ever seen something like that before?
I will defend her.
I'm not saying that she
Well,
couldn't have done it. I'm saying that I didn't know and I didn't want him to get killed.
So you were making an assumption.
I was taking a precaution.
That
Because of
didn't
an
need to be
assumption you
precautioned.
Alma, perhaps we should.
Be safe, and I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Did you give him food or anything?
And
Do you have supplies enough to get you back to town?
no.
Hand in some of my rations as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Such a softie.
And he's going to pull the mask off, hand it back to you,
I'll just sort of
and
toss it back on the cart.
then turn and sort of stumble back down the road. And as he goes, he's starting to sort of get faster and faster before finally just breaking into a run and running away from you guys.
That checks out.
Alright, let's go find Killian and Cabbage,
Okay.
Yes.
since we don't have any other leads.
Well, lead the way then.
Getting across the river.
Are we walking?
I mean, we have a cart, but we can't get across the bridge. So, yes.
Oh, that's just the creek.
Did the captain leave the dinghy with me?
I'm not even sure what that was. No, he actually would have taken that back. So actually, you guys weren't able to get across the river either. You're still on the north shore.
Then I guess we're looking for a good place to ford the river.
And while we're doing it, I'm also going to look for any other hidden rafts that might be around, because there was just the one lying around the last time.
All right, make me an
That's a good
investigation check.
I mean, especially in that area, because probably the one boat wouldn't have gotten all of them and the steel across.
11.
You don't find one.
If you explained to me what you're looking for, I probably would help you.
Yeah,
do
I
the
would definitely
same.
tell you guys.
Oh, well, if you're telling us.
Oh. What was that, a perception or a...
Investigation.
Okay.
Because you're actively looking for something.
19?
You don't find anything either.
25.
Woo!
And neither do you.
Dang it.
Well, that was a good thought.
So then we're just looking for a place to ford the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we catch up at this point.
Tie the horses up first and then head.
Yeah. So you guys will tie the horse up, just off this side of the road, give them a long enough lead that it can graze around, and then follow the path that they took down to the river. At which point you kind of catch up with them as they're sort of peering through the bushes, trying to find other rafts. As they approach, there is noticeably only 3 of them.
He's on his way home.
Right, our friend who came and helped us.
Cat's out of the bag.
Oh, well, that didn't take long.
Just kind of like side-eye him.
Indeed.
Like, really? Who was gonna believe that anyway?
Wasn't very convincing.
You bought it.
Not really.
Evidently, they thought one of us two were gonna kill him.
Oh, is that what we thought?
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
so anyone have any bright ideas how we're gonna get across this river?
We build a boat.
Yep, with wood that we've stolen.
That might
And
take
you-
a bit.
Never mind.
Is it swimmable?
It's swimmable. I mean, it's...
Well, I have an idea. It's maybe not a great idea, but you have your crossbow. We could tie one of my ropes to a bolt if you can hit a tree across the way.
Oh, right.
Right, we could do that. So, how hard would it be to turn the wagon into a raft of sorts?
I don't want to drag the wagon down here.
I think
And
we should
I'm
go
not
with
saying
that.
this out loud. Killian is thinking through the logistics of like, Would it float? How hard would it be to steer it?
Here,
How
if you-
workable is this solution?
Here, have some crossbows.
It would be very difficult.
Okay.
Here, look.
Not
crossbow.
impossible, but difficult.
From the...
Why are you handing me crossbows?
Because you always want things.
He's not wrong.
I actually don't usually want just plain old things.
I mean, you don't want to like take them apart and figure out how they were made and things.
No, I know how they were made. There's a really good chance I actually helped make them. I'm pretty sure I know how they're made.
I mean, it's kind of a thing you do.
Were they good quality or were they
Yeah, they were fair.
okay.
And
This is your word?
I have this one. So he's got a crossbow that is this light bluish pink metal, and it's like an all metal frame, and instead of a cord, it's like a steel cable. I've got this. I don't really need to learn how to make them. I can
Okay, I'm
already
still
make
stuck
them.
on bluish pink.
Yep. Ask Keith. He's the one who gave me that description.
I'm your rope.
So are we hoping that this will be like to hold and move it in the water, or like climb above the water? Like how high off the water are we hoping to get the?
I don't think that.
We're
I don't think we
supposed to
could tie it
climb
off to
into
this
the
end
water?
and climb over. What I'm thinking is one person can then go over using the rope to sort of help pull him across.
Jeremy, shoot it.
Yeah.
And then
Wait.
Make me a ranged.
ranged light. I'm hoping that somebody can pull themselves across, and then, one person over here could hold on, and one person over there could hold on, and everybody else could get across really easy.
Sure.
18.
Yeah, that could work.
We're just supposed to go in the river.
I mean, I would like to.
17.
17.
I would like to go across without getting wet, but
Twang!
In the river, though. We're just gonna walk
I know what I'm doing.
the river.
Good shot.
I mean,
Is this a normal thing?
that people get in the
Do-
water.
This is not a normal people.
Well, do you have any better ideas for how we get across the river?
We find a bridge?
Oh dear.
I'm pretty sure the nearest bridge is back in town.
And even then it's a fjord. Right? It's a fjord? I can't remember.
No, it's an actual bridge.
Oh.
It's a lock.
It's a lot.
So,
Who wants to go first across?
unless you have great ideas about how we could, get across,
And then you can-
I don't know.
Better secure it than other than a crossbow bolt. Oh, here. Non-lethal crossbow bolts.
Oh, that's actually...
They're gonna be weighted
Oh.
really poorly.
Right, but if you cut it down...
See, I told you he would want some.
Hi, cabbage.
Hi, Kevin.
Alright, so make me a strength check.
Yeah, cabbage.
So
has
would it
more
be
hit points than all of us.
athletics?
On what?
More hit points than all of us.
Oh,
Are
I
you-
actually have like
So are you proficient with athletics? If so, you can use
14. I
athletics.
have 14.
It's 15. That's pretty nice.
Probably not if she's a rogue.
Shit.
It's probably like 11, maybe?
Strength.
15.
Oh, it's
Could be worse.
8.
That could definitely be worse.
I rolled a 16.
Ow.
Alright,
For some reason I was thinking this was gonna be Dexy. No, it's strength.
Yeah.
so yeah,
You didn't tie rope it.
you grab a hold of the rope and start pulling yourself across the river, and as you go, the current pulls you further and further down. So it's getting, you're having to pull against the current, and you're able to just barely hold onto your grip and get across. But it's tiring, very tiring.
When I get to the shore, I'm just gonna...
There's a lot of work.
Okay, can you tie it to the
Tree better.
now?
And I imagine I'm pretty good with ropes at this point. And
Yeah,
not
at this point, with the skills you've picked up.
Looking around,
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to gauge of everybody else but Cabbage, who seems like they're the least strongest.
No. What you
Negative
got?
one.
I have like
I
I've got muscles on me.
I've got a 0. He's
Okay,
got a
so-
-1. So yeah,
The rope-
2 of us.
Do we still have an end on our?
Yeah, that was the point. Is I would hold it.
Okay.
So that it would be easier to cross.
So I have a really terrible idea.
What?
but it might help a few of us. So, when we get in the water's going to want to push us that way, right?
Well, yeah, if we tied it to a
But-
tree.
As long as we're anchored to that rope,
You'll swing.
we should swing all the way over, and if we keep going, we just swim a little bit, we could pull that rope all the way over to the other side. So if we put you on one end of it, because I'm pretty sure you're the strongest person here.
Look at those muscles.
Thank you.
So if we put
then,
if we put like you and me and maybe Mizuki towards the end of this one, then these two just have to hold on, and we'll swim the whole rope across.
Yeah, we could do that.
And that way
That
they don't
makes
actually
sense,
have to
actually.
swim like a whole bunch. They just have to keep holding on,
Let me
and
just
we'll pull
walk
them across
back
to the
up.
other side.
I have a better idea than holding on.
We tie it to you.
I'm gonna like walk out a little bit into the water.
I mean,
and tie it
honestly, we
around
should
myself.
probably tie it around to all of us.
Yeah.
And then
I don't
those
know
of
if
us
it's gonna
who,
be
and then we,
long enough
I mean,
to
we
have
could all
it
try and
myself.
swim, but since some of us will probably do better, you'll probably do the best. You can hopefully pull the rest of the rope behind you, and you'll just sort of carry us across the river.
I'm just
Okay.
sitting on the other shore watching Killian go.
Okay, so all I have. What am I doing?
We're gonna tie the rope around your waist, and you're just gonna swim. But instead
Okay.
of doing this one at a time, we're all gonna be on the rope at the same time.
Okay.
That
And we will be
actually,
helping you as best we can,
Yes.
but you will make up the difference for those of us who.
Right.
Adrian gets
I'll
to
be
put us all
okay.
on his back and carry us.
that's actually a very good idea, Killian. Well done.
Oh boy.
You say that like I'm not full of them.
I mean,
I saw that metal contraption the other
Crossbow
day.
has killed more people than you.
yeah, but you don't
Yeah.
know that.
You do.
You guys
tend
don't
to
know
have
how
very
Killian
good
plays.
ideas. I will grant you that.
Great, so let's get
Yeah,
everybody
that
tied
sounds
off and
like
let's go.
something Cabbage would
Okay.
say.
Well, shouldn't I be the anchor then?
Yes, you'll be on the the dangling end that's over here.
Okay.
And then hopefully Cabbage tied us off really well on that end, and then the rest of us will be strung along.
Okay.
If not,
Got it.
I mean, we'll end up a little ways downriver, but Cabbage is marking our spot, so.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
no.
All right, so
No,
everyone that's tying themselves to the rope, make me a survival check.
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
16.
Nice. 16. Nice.
12.
Okay.
12.
Let me stop dropping it. I don't
Okay.
know.
So you're watching us, all of us
Wait,
tie ourselves to the rope.
Yeah. That's everyone. Everyone's playing this right?
All
We're all
right.
standing in line, and we're all like, tying the rope around everybody.
I mean, in theory, the rope eventually would swing to that shore.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Find some barriers.
If you want, we could just have advantage or.
I will leave it up to the DM to tell me what happens.
All right. So what? According to your plan, was everyone
So,
actively?
Since everyone's tied, everyone try and swim,
Okay.
and hopefully, with enough of us swimming, and since we're all tied together, like as long as one person can make it to the other side, we can just pull the rope in, and everybody should still be along it. So like
Okay.
even if one of us
So-
individually can't swim to the end, as long as the rope
So do
gets
we
there, we
wanna
can
make-
yank everybody over.
Do we want everyone to make a strength check?
Yes. So everybody make a strength check. We'll count this as
Jeez.
a group check.
Dice
Is this
must be
strength or
intimidating.
athletics?
If you are proficient in athletics, use athletics. Otherwise, it's just a strength check.
5.
Ooh.
That's a failure.
14.
That's a success.
11.
That's actually going to be a failure.
Wow.
19.
Hmm?
19.
That's a success.
Come on, Adrian. Gosh dang it.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. So, so you guys start swimming, and it's rough going, and the rope swings out
Yep.
into
Yep.
the current
That's
and
fine.
swings
That's
out,
fine.
and then everyone except for Killian and see me
That adrenaline, man.
start to struggle, and the rope gets all tangled up, and it's a real mess, and the whole lot of you are getting swept down the river.
But that's
Oh,
part
did
of
the
the
rope
fun.
come untied?
What's that?
Did the rope come untied?
No, the rope didn't come
So
untied.
even
but
as we're getting swept off, in theory, it should swing us.
Into the shore.
it's well, you're getting pulled down the river. It's not swinging you. It's not managing to swing you all the way to the bank. You're in the current, getting pulled down the center of the current.
Well, I mean, at this point, I feel like the only thing we have left to do is to keep swimming and hope that we make it.
So.
Cabbage, why don't you, Cabbage, can you, Cabbage?
I'm trying to pull on the rope.
Okay, so this next check will include Cabbage. Cabbage will be
Apparently, nobody told us you couldn't swim.
again a strength check. If you are proficient in athletics, use that. If not, it's just strength.
Hope you roll better
Same
this
for
time.
everybody else as well.
Because I did not. Oh no!
All right, that's a failure. Cabbage,
18.
that's a success.
14 again.
That's a success.
7.
Failure.
10.
Failure.
12.
Failure.
And I drowned.
You have one more opportunity before people start
Beginning to drown.
beginning to drown.
How long
Hold
can
on,
we?
let's think.
How long can we hold our breath for?
A number of minutes equal to your Constitution modifier.
There you go.
Okay.
Hold your breath, negative minutes.
Yeah.
Minimum of.
It's a minimum of 1 minute.
minimum of 1 minute.
I'm going to.
So at the moment, you guys just trying to swim across the river is not working.
Okay, I have an idea.
Please.
So do
Can
I.
I? I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Smart.
That's a real solid plan.
And you said you had an idea?
Yeah. I have a strength.
But the kind of idea I have is that
I don't have
the rope that I have access to, I'm going to put dig posts really, really far into the ground so they're really sturdy, and then kind of put the rope over the post so it anchors it a little bit, and do a bunch of those. So eventually it'll push them towards the shore.
That's.
Okay.
I mean, it'll take a minute.
Oh,
But
it'll take a
Yeah, that is going
minute.
to take a while. So
Your plans?
for
one
this,
of the only
for
things
this
you can
first
do, yeah.
one, you're not proficient with athletics, are you?
No, I
Okay.
didn't think I'd be using it.
That's okay. So
Oh, why did I
it is
accidentally roll that? That was an
on that.
accidental natural 20.
Everyone that's in the water,
So Killian is trying to tie his own rope to his crossbow bolt, and then while I'm in the water, I'm gonna try and shoot this rope across so that I can just grab this rope, and instead of having to swim, I can just pull. Since we're all in the water, I figure we probably can't weigh that much.
okay.
I mean, we still weigh the same interest.
All right. So
Buoyancy is a nice
all right.
thing.
So make your attack roll with disadvantage.
That will be a 15.
Okay. You are able to actually thunk into the tree.
And then I'm just gonna try and.
All right. So everyone except Cabbage, because she's already done it, make your strength checks.
6.
So everyone except for Killian's will be part of the group check. Killian is separate.
Oh,
So
no.
6.
that's a failure.
21.
That's a success.
17.
That's a success. And another failure.
Dude, really can't
That's gonna be a failure. What was yours?
Unnatural 20.
All right. So where were you in the line?
So we would have put Adrian on the very end. How strong is
I'm
Mizuki?
pretty sure.
I'm gone.
I have a +2, so.
So it would have been Adrian, Mizuki,
Yeah.
Killian.
Okay, so you're kind of in the middle. So as you're starting to pull, the rope is you're kind of pulling your friends into this V as you're heading for the river.
Oh, hi, Adrian.
We'll say,
Okay, it's better than what my other plan was, and that was to sink myself to the bottom so I could walk.
Alright, so it does take you about 4 minutes to get everybody to the other bank, but between Cabbage and Killian and the semi-successful efforts from the rope, you guys are actually able to get to the southern bank.
At some point throughout this, like if I turn around and see that your head is starting to bob under the water, you just feel this strange pressure
On your
under
butt.
your head, like just kind of pulling you upwards so that you can keep your head above water.
So once we drag ourselves out of the water, okay. So when we go back across,
Let's not do that again.
we're gonna use a different plan.
Why didn't you all just do one at a time?
His fault.
So when I saw you go across, I realized that like if we all tied ourselves and we went at once, then so long as only one of us was strong enough to swim to the end, we could just like pull the rope over with everybody
Well,
on
now
it.
we'll never
Because I was
know.
worried that some of these people wouldn't be able to get there, and if it's only
Rightly
on that end,
so.
we wouldn't be able to pull them.
You want to know a better plan?
What's a better plan?
The strongest people go over first, and then we pull the damn
Yeah,
people.
well, you were already over there when we had this plan, so.
I'm one of the weakest here.
Well, and apparently our strongest plan doesn't really work very well either. Does it, Adrian? You could have shared with us that all you know how to do is doggy paddle.
Was that doggy paddling? I thought that was sinking.
It's okay. I'll teach you to swim at some point.
I know how to swim in shallow waters.
Are you?
It's fine. If we have to do this again, we'll shoot the rope over, both ropes over, so we can use one to pull ourselves and
Wait,
one with everybody
Why
else.
don't we
It's
just
fine.
leave this rope here? The one that's attached,
How
and then
about-
you shoot the other end.
I'm gonna check
Anyway,
this
Let's
out.
do that later.
Do
I'm gonna
this
check to see
again.
if all my equipment is
How much
still
does it cost to make a
dry.
I mean,
More than any of us
Sure.
have.
Anything
We'll
that
probably
you're
Okay,
specifically
no,
looking
no,
for.
but how
My box.
how much would it cost?
fine.
Like
Okay.
how much would it cost to make a bridge with mostly wood?
A bridge?
Yeah.
I
I'm not.
How much would it cost to make a
Who are you
I spent
gonna
a lot of time.
pay?
I just.
No, it's okay. It's just
This is
like
Never mind. Let's go find the guy, and we will work out the logistics of building a bridge for ourselves
I mean,
later.
at this point, he could have built himself a
And I have
bridge.
metal. I have
Well,
symmetry.
Anyways,
yeah,
let's go find him.
Well, I
Let's-
have metal too.
Lead the
see if
way,
we can
College. You're
find
the
him.
one who knows where you went.
Hey,
So we go on the shore.
Before you guys
But
head
it
out,
has been
everybody make me a perception check real quick.
And somebody's just watching us drown.
Seven, okay.
Perception plus 5. That's
Is he literally
three.
just across?
So that's gonna be 13.
Freaking goblin.
13,
12. Sorry.
12, okay.
What is it?
Oh,
Perception?
Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Christmas tree.
18,
Natural 20 for a 25.
17.
17, okay.
Seven.
So,
Saving
no,
grace.
what was Danny's again?
I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention.
So,
Oh, 13. She had 13.
13.
Okay.
This half of the table misses it for everyone on this half. There's a clatter of hooves on the road on the north bank, and you see a company of the Imperial Guard coming up the road, and you hear shouts about the bridge being out,
The dead bodies.
and then the sound of horses jumping the gap. And then they come upon the scene of the massacre.
Real quick, how do we feel about the Imperial Guard?
We should probably get down.
I mean, they've been in town because of the events of last year.
The rocks falling out of the sky.
The rocks
and
falling out of the
yeah.
sky. Some people have had a problem with it. Some people haven't. It just kind of depends.
I guess it also depends on whether or not you can do magic.
I mean,
You all can do magic. I'm fine.
What are we doing? What?
Some Imperial guards are
On the other side of the river, seeing the massacre.
patrolling.
Yep. So that kid that I tried to save from being killed is totally gonna get blamed for this.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. Cabbage, lead the way, quickly.
Yep,
please.
let's go.
Alright, so you lead them up the
You lead
inlet.
us astray.
So you
I don't know where
lead
we're
them up the inlet on the southern bank. You get to the point where the tributary on the southern bank sort of goes around the corner where the last time you saw him was. And it keeps going, and you don't see a raft.
Might not have thought this through.
Maybe he hid the raft?
Should we split up? Have a party on each side of the tributary looking for the raft?
How big is the tributary?
I mean, it's probably a dozen or so paces wide. It's not very deep at this point.
Could probably do that.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Just like stay on the edge so
Yeah.
we can see each other and call out.
Check for tracks, look for a hidden raft.
Check.
Yeah. I feel like there's got to be a better way to do this, but I don't know what that way is. So,
Let's see if I have anything in my repertoire that might help us.
I will look for any sign of the little raft or traps of any kind.
I will help you and give you advantage.
Okay.
and I think we should go in pairs. So, you know,
Well, if we're splitting, then
Half
it'll
and
be
half, we
three
can
and
see
three.
each other, yeah.
yeah, or we could, well, I suppose.
Alright, so who's going with whom?
I'm gonna cross the river, whoever's going that way.
I'm gonna stay on this side of the river.
We're
I'm
smart,
already
so-
late, so.
Oh, well, she also called this side, so we'll go over with Alma.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
We have to go across the river again?
Just
Just the
tributary.
tributary.
Oh, okay.
It's not a.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was about to say.
Sorry,
We
tributary.
would have turned around and gone
Okay.
home at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like a little stream that dumps down into the main.
Oh, okay.
It's small enough that they don't show up on the map.
So I will give you advantage.
All right, so each side of the river, make me an investigation check.
See me. As we're going, Alma is again sort of like tapping on his side a little deep, and you see almost in your mind's eye, you see a man in a full cloak with some sort of a looking device, head close to the ground as he's following some tracks.
Bardic inspiration.
I forget what is that?
You
An
roll a
eight?
d6
D6.
and add it to your roll.
So yeah. So my investigation is +2, so it's 18 plus 4, 22.
Nice. Okay.
I kind of give you a look like, how the hell? But
Are you okay with traveling with us, Alma? We might kill you.
Please don't.
I kind of like half smile at you. it's like, nice.
Okay. I rolled a 16 and Killian 23.
I'm 14.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
So for the first several hours, as you guys are beating the bushes, you don't actually find anything.
I just
So
got one of my
you
daggers
just
that I'm
keep-
just like,
You keep working your
slashing
way
it.
further and further up the tributary, deeper and deeper into the forest. You do, at one point, both sets of you, you do come across a spot that looks like not a raft, but other small boats had been dragged up on the shore. On your side of the river, there's actually, it's on your side of the river, and on your side of the river, just up the bank from that spot, there's actually the remains of several crude campfires. Hard to tell what it was that was camping here, but it's several days old. You all right? Yep. Whoops.
Do you want
There are
some
more
help?
upstairs if you need one.
It's okay, I got it.
So we found where they were camping at.
Or goblins.
Does it look goblin-y?
Kobolds.
It's not on your side.
Oh, I thought it was on our side.
No,
No, it's on my side.
it's
Oh,
on
Connor.
it's on her side. Then about 2 or 3 hours in, you guys do come across a spot where the raft has actually been pulled up and hidden underbrush along the southern on your side of the tributary.
Okay.
How far from the others? How far up from the other boats?
It's probably about another hour or so beyond that, and a couple of hours from the main river.
It seems like if there were more people that he was going to be trying to connect with, he wouldn't be that far away from them, so...
Well, I don't think there's anyone left to reconnect with.
Depends on how many bandits there actually were.
Yeah.
True.
And depending on who hired them.
Also, on the way back, can we just take a boat?
I mean, if there's a boat to be had, then yes.
I mean,
There's the raft.
There's the raft, and there are the ones that we...
Yeah, but is the raft going?
There weren't any actual
Oh, it's
boats
just
there.
like
It's just
signs.
where they
Gotcha,
had been.
gotcha.
Where they had been.
I mean, is this raft? How big is this raft?
It's actually just barely big enough to fit down the tributary, so probably big enough to carry all of you.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So we have no idea where the guy went and wherever the cargo is.
I would like to check and see if I can find tracks.
Okay, so make an investigation.
I
Check.
will give her advantage and help.
You guys crossing the river, or
Yeah.
crossing the
I assume we
stream?
were all over. And,
Now you
Nat
again.
20.
no.
Excellent.
Nice.
Thank you for that. As the other one was a fool.
All right, so they're in sort of the wet sand by the stream bank. You do see a couple of boot prints where he jumped off and pulled the raft up to the bank and tied it off, and it leads up the bank further south.
So I've got the track. I've got his trail.
Well, good.
what?
How far are we going with this, guys?
I mean,
So at this point, it is past midday, so it's middle of the afternoon.
I suggest we be sneaky.
That
Sneaky.
seems fair. Like, try not to be seen. Attempting to be subtle.
Yes.
What is subtle?
Not what we've been doing.
Not Alma.
hey! I'm right here.
I know.
So are we
And
going
you're not
to?
Not
subtle.
subtle.
You're not
So are we
subtle.
going to stealth forward then?
I'm also not subtle.
I suspect, like, we might be able to do better if we, probably about half hour to an hour, go reasonably quickly and then slow it down to a stealthy crawl, because I suspect that he's got a decent head start on us.
That's fair.
Okay.
Depending
So-
on how far in this is, though.
But and also depending on, yeah.
If they were dragging a cart and wood and things, I can't imagine that they went terribly
This
far
guy
from the river.
wasn't.
Well, no, but he's
Okay.
part of the group that were.
That's true.
I don't know if he went
Alright,
back to where they
so-
were storing things, but
I would maybe then recommend that we proceed quickly but with caution,
Okay.
and
is there any sign of
pause
cart
occasionally
tracks
for
or like
signs.
drag marks from logs?
No.
Oh, I mean, he didn't have any on the raft.
No, but we're. Okay.
Yeah. At this particular point, I feel like it's safe to say that we can move quickly but at least I'd say maybe an hour, like, given the amount of time that passed with all of the other shenanigans, would I be able to feel like that's a safe bet?
I mean,
I mean, he-
if you feel like that, then
He had at
yes.
least like a half an hour run on us before we started chasing after him.
Yeah.
Then he
Yeah.
was on a boat and didn't have to look for things.
So,
I mean, he could be 2 hours out pretty
yeah.
easily.
So I feel like an hour at a fast pace could be very reasonable.
Let's do it then.
Okay. So, quickly for an hour, and then we'll move into stealthiness. Yes.
All right. So you're going to be trying to track his trail.
Yes.
Make me a survival check to follow along.
All of us?
And whoever's doing the tracking.
Some people
Yes,
might be.
all of us try.
Anybody that is proficient in survival.
I am actually not proficient. I
Never
have
mind.
a decent bonus.
No.
Is anybody proficient?
Probably not.
I've got a +3.
I have a
I
plus
got a
3
one.
too. I have a +3, but I'm not proficient.
All right, Keith. None of us are proficient, so
Well, I mean,
I would say the plus
Sini
three.
did say she was trying to, so
Ooh.
she can make the roll.
I lost it. Can I ask Mizu for help?
Yes.
So
I don't know if that's gonna.
Like, I lost the trail.
So if you've lost the trail, you'll need to make another investigation to try and find it again.
I'm gonna have. Would you like to do that with my help?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so make
18 investigation to find it.
All right.
I'm confident I have the best bonus to investigation.
Probably,
here. I have a
yeah.
plus 6.
Investigation, but
Oh.
survival is tracking.
Okay.
Yeah, but we had to find it again.
I had to find it
Oh,
again.
oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
And
So now who wants to do the tracking now that you've found it again?
I will.
I'll do
Give
it.
it a go.
You should cast guidance.
I
yourself.
do have guidance on.
You-
Well,
you-
I
you
mean, I
should-
do. I
you
still
should
have
use
it.
Do you want to
Well,
cast?
I'll do
But
it
do you
again.
want to cast
I'll
a
do it
spell
again.
in front of me?
How long does
I
it
already did.
So
Yeah,
how
but I
long does that-
noticed. But I didn't notice the last time.
Okay, well, I literally just
guidance-
we were in the
guidance
river.
is a
Yeah,
cantrip.
well, I was underwater.
Okay.
She was
Yeah.
a little.
I was underwater, so.
Should use that.
Yeah, I will. I'll do guidance.
How
I
do
guess
you
I'll
cast
take
it when
it
you
with-
cast it? Like,
it's just a verbal, I think.
oh, so you're just talking.
Yeah.
That's an easy enough one to kind
Yeah.
So, spirits of the forest.
I hope I do really well. I guess we don't know how Adrian feels about magic at this point.
No one's cast magic.
That you
Yeah.
have realized.
So you have realized.
Yes,
Okay.
but
My
none of you
mage
have cast
handed your
magic.
head out of the
So
water
this-
and you didn't know.
I have
wanna
cast both
hold
my
so I
spell
can
slots
have
in front of
advantage
you.
on it,
Yes.
Or
But I haven't seen.
I would be
Unfortunately.
helping for sure.
wow, the same
So Adrian,
number.
make that perception check.
Okay, that's fine.
+3.
11.
So did you change your mind on the character model? Or did you just miss it?
14.
No, that is his album.
14.
That was originally, I was going to go with that being his actual name, and then we had the whole, like, no, we had 2 names. So then I was like, okay, Kyron. How would I put
It's
that
sort
in?
of hit and miss. You're able to follow it for a little while, and then you kind of panic for a minute as you lose it. And then after looking around a little bit, you're able to find it again.
Okay.
So it's you guys are not able to make the same kind of speed that you were
Alright.
hoping to. So you really do start to get the sense that you're losing ground to this guy.
Okay.
So after about an hour or so, you still haven't seen anything as far as a bandit campsite, or cache for storing things, stolen goods, no wagon trails, none of that has come across your path. And it's starting to get down towards late afternoon, early evening.
Guys,
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, what?
I think it's time we give up trying to catch this guy.
for now.
There is good news, though. If we just... Quick check, do I know what direction is north?
Make a quick check. Make a survival check.
I'm probably gonna spend the night out here in the woods anyway, so.
Oh yeah.
How much?
17.
Yeah, you know which direction it is.
Right, so if we walk long enough in that direction, I will point to the west. We'll come across a road.
East.
Oh, that would be east, huh? It's fine. That's Lance, not killing.
Right.
But we'll come across a road, and that road has a bridge across the river.
Bridges.
I do enjoy bridges.
Bridges
more.
are good.
On the occasion.
I mean, do you think we're going to make it back home before night?
Oh no. Definitely not.
Wait,
Do you all have supplies? Because all of mine are on the boat.
Half of
got
ours
mine.
are across the river, aren't they?
I can't
No.
speak for the rest of you, but I took mine with me.
I have mine.
I have my backpack.
Yeah, I was
also
kind of
have
under
my
the
stuff.
impression that this would be a quick run.
Eh,
That's how it went in my head.
that's fine. I didn't have very much in my backpack, so
Wouldn't it-
I can.
Taking it when you would. I wouldn't have taken your stuff when you talked to the captain.
Oh, actually, I might have. I forgot I went back on the ship.
Yeah, you.
And he did say that he'd meet you back in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then yes, I would have.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Thank
Okay.
you.
I was not quite in my right mind, so I probably.
No, you were not.
No,
I probably left mine, but that's okay.
I definitely have all
I
my stuff.
travel light anyway.
Okay.
So
you guys-
the goods are right here.
So you guys start heading toward the road then?
Yeah.
I guess so, because there's no way we're gonna find the goods.
That's our best bet right now.
Every
right
now and then, I would like to investigate around the area that we're walking, though, just in case there's some sign
Unless
that
we're like
looks.
5 minutes away from it, and we just gave up too early.
Okay. So go ahead and make me your investigation rolls.
Okay. 16 plus 5.
21.
Oh wait, no. 16 plus 2. Sorry, 18. I
18.
thought I had proficiency in that. I didn't
Okay.
Energy.
mix that up with.
You're not
perception.
really finding anything
That's
at this
fine.
point now that
Didn't
you've
need any of
left his
No.
trail and are heading for the road.
Yeah, that's not shocking.
So
Because it was going off the other direction, right?
yeah, he was
Yeah.
bearing more southerly
That
towards
makes
the
sense.
mountains. That
There is
direction.
a non-zero chance that guy was just running.
Going, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, we won't get paid, but we did stop bandits.
We won't get paid when we get back to town, but we could still find the goods.
How?
The wood.
Because we know from our discussion,
It wasn't
With-
me.
yes, it was not you, and we learned from Samby, whatever his name was, they all got hired at the logging camp. So, whatever's going on, looks like they're recruiting people out of the logging camp, and that's where Samby and all the other people had been staying. So,
So you think the loggers are...
I'm pretty sure
doing-
that the person who was doing the recruiting had his face smashed into the dirt.
he did.
So
But,
You're saying they
if
hid
he...
in there?
Alright. I have spent enough time around my grandfather to know if they're recruiting out of a logging camp and they're stealing wood, odds are these are not just bandits who decided to lay away anything that's on the road. Somebody somewhere wants that wood, which means someone is going to come looking for it. So even if whoever they're selling it to, they don't know where it is, they're going to come looking for it. And when they come looking for it, they'll go to the logging camp to find their contact. I hope.
It does make sense.
So I am going to take this moment as your DM to remind you, you know, that's not all that was on those wagons.
I do know that.
Okay. Just making sure.
Are you
Do
doing
all of us know that? Okay.
But what? It was. I'm trying to remember. It was some special luxury thing.
It was baked cocaine.
I will.
Yes.
I
I was to say, it
will.
was essentially drugs, right?
Yes.
No.
I distinctly remember drugs.
That's because that's what we all
That's
said.
what we all said.
No.
What was it?
I will talk to you after the session and remind you of what it was.
But that was on.
I will admit she was a little on the coy side
Oh yeah,
about what she was
but
saying.
I assumed
but-
Killian would be able to figure out, like,
Yeah.
if it's that valuable and it's coming from town, it has to be one of.
Right.
Was that on every shipment, or was it, I thought that was only on this last one?
We'll talk about that too.
Okay, that's fine.
So we camping for the night.
I suppose so.
Okay.
I would imagine that we walk until it's.
So you guys walk until it's dark. You do manage to get to the road about sunset and find a spot just off the road to bed down for the night. This is the southern road. It goes through the mountains over to the next arm of the valley and can be used as an alternate route to Lamont's Wells when the main road to the north gets washed out or you know, when things happen, this is the alternate route. It is a little bit longer, and so it doesn't get as much use simply because the other road is more direct. But you guys are there. You're able to find a spot there by the road to bed down and camp for the evening. Are you guys setting up watches? How you doing this?
I think we should set up watches tonight.
I think that's a good idea.
I'll take first watch.
Me too.
All right. First watch, second watch. Okay. So Alma and Mizuki can have third watch. So first watch.
That does not happen. Alma's
course
thinking
there is.
thoughts.
Great.
All right. So first watch.
This is perception?
Yes, perception.
Oh gosh. I'm distracted by my.
By the events of the day.
Yes.
24.
24.
Good, because mine is
Good for you.
definitely not.
Awesome.
Mine's a 9.
I
Yeah.
very specifically took
proficiency
proficiency
in
in perception this time.
I did do it, just doesn't matter. Because I rolled a 4.
All right. So,
Birds at night.
yeah. So it's quiet night. Crickets are chirping. Birds are kind of doing their thing at night. Stars are out. There are a few of the streakers, the meter, the shooting stars. I knew it as soon as I said it.
Yeah.
So there are shooting stars overhead, flashing across the sky. But it's otherwise it's a very quiet night. Oh my God, guys!
There are
really?
streakers flashing across the sky.
What?
Oh my God!
What
Okay.
did I miss? Streakers
Okay.
flashing the sky. Yeah, that's a thing. Hey.
You do hear, wildlife around you, but otherwise it's sort of quiet. It's a little bit quieter than what you're used to because you're used to the sounds of the river flowing by the boat at night. But yeah, it's a pleasant night, starting to get a little crisp with the fall air. But otherwise, it's quiet and nothing happens over the watch.
While we're on watch. Sammy, are you okay?
I'm fine.
She was not fine.
Good talk.
I mean, I wasn't there, but it looks like you beat Guy to a pulp. Did you not like the guy? Did he do something? did you think he did something?
I thought he did something.
What did you think he did?
I saw something that, my mind plays tricks on me sometimes, Cabbage.
I'm a sociopath with hallucinations.
I'd rather go that route than out Alma, so.
I will take this opportunity to remind you that Cabbage knows that Killian casts magic and thought it was cool.
That is true.
So,
Yeah, and Killian has been, over the year, teaching me how to do magic. Or helping me learn, rather.
That part, would I know
Helping me
that
along
part?
my way.
I don't know how quiet Cabbage was being about it.
I don't know, have you been
Probably
particularly?
not terribly quiet. Like,
Oh.
I mean, quiet to anybody who isn't in our little group.
But I promised that I wouldn't tell anybody.
Then
I
don't.
just. It seems like it was a bit of an extreme reaction, and I just. Because if you thought he.
I thought he killed Alma.
Well, why didn't anybody mention that? Because I would have beat somebody to a pulp for that. But also, how did.
I looked and I saw him on the ground, and I think that he was trying to. I don't know. You know him with his disguises and strangeness. Apparently, he's better at dressing blood and gore in a half second than what I thought he was going to be able to do. But long story very short, I thought that he had killed Alma, and at that particular point in time, I wanted all of them to not exist.
Okay, that seems pretty reasonable to me.
Thank you.
I mean, again, a little bit extreme, but
I know. I don't know why the response was quite that extreme, but
that's fair. I mean, I mostly wanted to make sure that you had a reason.
I'm not in the habit of that, so
I didn't think so, that's why I was confused.
yeah, no,
But
nobody
if you
here.
thought that Alma was dead, that makes a lot more sense.
I don't think anybody here needs to worry about me hurting them.
I mean, I don't. I figured you probably had a reason or you were going crazy, and if you were going crazy, there's other things we could try to figure out.
She kind of like smiles and her eyebrows like I'm curious about what those other things might be, but that's.
I mean, I'm learning that the world is a big, wide place.
You're not wrong.
Lots of weird and interesting things. So there's probably something out there that could have fixed you if you were crazy.
Let's not table those things yet.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're crazy.
We'll see.
You thought one of them had killed one of our friends, so it makes a lot more sense. I just wanted to make sure. And, let me know if you're not okay, 'cause killing people in reality is more real than I thought it was.
She kind of looks over at you and
We were attacked by. I love you.
just like, yeah, tell me what happened.
We were attacked by goblins. I had to kill a few of them. The blood was all over my hand and my sword. I thought it would be really cool, but they was dead. Don't tell anybody.
I won't. I promise.
I've got to keep pretending to be all big and tough.
You're the biggest, toughest little pirate I know.
Thanks.
I feel like just because you have respect for the idea of life does not negate the fact that you're a badass.
Oh, fake simile.
All right. Second watch.
Do, 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 do,
18.
do, 16.
Look at you!
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
I will also make sure my sword is clean. As I'm watching out into the night.
So you guys watching out into the night. You've actually found a spot that's got a little bit of elevation to it. So looking off to the north, you can actually see sort of where the road. Well, so you can't see the road, but you can see the faintest of twinkling lights in the distance that shows you where Sutterton is. You do see a very small, faint set of lights on the river, probably one of the river boats heading north. If you had to guess, you'd probably say it was Cabbage's boat, the Idle Gambler, making its way up the river, or possibly even stopped for the night. Beyond that, there's not a lot to see. To the south, there's the jagged peaks of the mountains, sort of against the darker blue of the sky. Stars overhead, shooting stars occasionally flitting through the darkness, but otherwise a fairly quiet evening.
So while we're on watch, Killian has pulled these leg braces out of his pack, and he's like working on tightening up some pieces and messing around with the fittings on them.
Hey, Killian.
Yep.
Has it felt like I've changed? Alma made a comment earlier today that he was scared that I might kill someone, but I don't remember being that kind of a person.
Nope, I think you're almost exactly the same as when you left. Minus, of course, you're much better with that sword, and you've definitely beefed yourself up a bit.
Well,
Still
thank you.
apparently don't know how to
Vocabulary
swim.
a little.
I know how to swim. It's just that was a bad time.
But no, I think you're exactly the same Adrian that left.
Yeah. So what are you working on?
I am going to fit these little braces onto my legs so that tomorrow, if we have to jump over another bridge, I can make it.
How does that work?
So I've got, and he'll try and show you, but he's like, so right here, between these gears, there's some wire that'll tighten up with these gears when I have it on. As I'm walking, it'll ratchet it. So then when I need to, I can release it, and it acts like a spring, and it'll give me a big boost, so I can either let it out a little bit at a time and move quickly, or I can let it all out at once and move really fast and jump really far for one big jump.
Okay,
That's real cool.
that's cool.
Yeah. I think it'll come in handy tomorrow.
Right. Well, we're going past Sutterton and going up to the logging camp then, right?
I mean, some of us might be. I don't know if everyone wants to keep tagging along with us. And we should probably send somebody back to get the horses in the wagon.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
Maybe I'll see if James can go get them back. No, that's a bad idea. Yeah, so one of us will probably have to go and get them.
All right. Third watch, Alma Mizuki.
I have a +5 on perception. Do you just want to give me advantage?
All right, so
Plus 4, but 5 beats 4, so.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Hey!
So for
hey,
25.
nice. So you guys have third watch. It's the last it's the last bit of night on towards sunrise. The sky slowly brightens. You start to see You start to see the wildlife around you bedding down for the day, those that are active at night. The lights of Sutterton slowly wink out as daybreak comes, and you starting to kind of get a sense that the world is coming alive around you. Other than that, it is a quiet evening, and nothing seems to catch your attention.
Mizu,
Yes, Alma.
you've, been out of town and seen things and done things.
One could say that, yes.
What do you do? What do you do when things don't work out? I mean, I had this idea,
Alright.
that we were gonna go and we were gonna catch these guys and we were gonna bring back. What are you doing? Okay. We were gonna bring back the goods and we were gonna, help people but I get the feeling that those were just loggers. They were just trying to eat,
It does seem that way, yes.
What if we were wrong?
Well, I mean, they still shouldn't have stolen
Well,
the
no,
goods. It doesn't make it right that they...
I don't know. I don't feel good about it. I feel like I
Well,
failed.
which part? Failed who, exactly?
Everybody.
Because
I
you
mean-
asked everyone to come along?
Well, that too. I mean, I dragged you guys all out here on a whim. I made Simi scared. She thought I was dead. And that's why she did what she did. I
see,
feel like I
yes.
have offended Adrian. I don't know,
I don't like
I came back
Well,
previous.
I mean, maybe you shouldn't have lied to
Metal
Adrian
detector.
about it. I don't see how it's necessary to try to prevent Simi or Adrian or... I mean, Simi already knew that it was him in disguise. You realize that, Alma, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Just,
and-
we killed all of the rest of them, and if they were just loggers, yeah, they were wrong, but did they
they
deserve
tried to hurt us.
die?
didn't
No,
they?
they didn't. They shot arrows that were blunted.
Some of them were coming at us with swords, right?
At the beginning,
Am I making
yeah.
that up?
At the beginning,
Yeah,
they tried to
okay.
attack
You're
us with
not.
rocks.
Yes,
but-
like player Danny was
Okay,
making
but
sure.
they still were trying to hurt us.
But did they deserve to die? Did we have the right to... I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we. I mean, I'm not sure if we did have a right to kill them, but what's done is done at this point.
I suppose.
As my family has a large business, as obviously you know,
Mm-hmm.
and when business deals go bad,
We kill everyone.
It's just good business.
What is it? The
the
Ranguli 200
You should-
laws of acquisition?
yeah, yeah. When business deals go bad, one just has to take a step back and reassess and try to make a better deal. Sometimes you have to step back and realize that, oh, maybe this was a mistake. But, and just try to go forward with that experience.
Thanks.
Does that help at all, Alma?
I don't know. I guess I need some time to step back and think, huh?
Indeed, I think that would be good for you. Just, I mean, too many.
Yeah. Sit.
There.
Think. Shut up, kid.
Perhaps you're spreading yourself too thin.
I love how, like, peacefully she's taking all of this in. You can tell that she has seen shit.
It's just a bad business deal, guys.
Bad business deal.
These things happen.
Like the massive Bing thing in Japan. Like, she's sitting kind of high.
Yakuza.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Like, she's part of the
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
Sometimes you can't have too many things going on all at once. You have to choose where to focus your energies at.
Before you're asleep.
This is player Natalie looking it up.
You have to, you know, you can't do everything.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, like as a
Can't be
business,
everyone.
yeah, you can't be like.
Sad thing is, he probably could.
Like as a business, we have a few specialties, right? But we don't have everything. Obviously,
You've
can't.
never been to Walmart.
I was
have
gonna
you?
say, we ain't no Walmart.
Diversify.
I mean, you can do like, so you can do some things, but like you can do some things really well, or you can do a lot of things not very well.
What if you could be anyone?
If you could be anyone,
Be anyone. What would you do?
what would I do if I could be anyone?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever thought about that. What would you do, Alma, if you could be anyone?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet? You haven't ever thought about it?
No, I think I've thought about it a lot.
Oh, have you?
I figured it out. I don't know who I'm gonna
What do you-
be, what I wanna be even.
Like, anyone. I mean, just anyone.
Anyone.
But would you want to be just anyone?
Well,
Or would you want to be yourself?
I don't know who I want myself to be though.
Loaded question.
That's a fair point.
That's sort of, I mean, everybody
mean-
tells you like, you've gotta go to school, you've gotta learn things, you've gotta pick a job, and you've gotta learn skills.
You
Alma,
have
your
to pick
Steven
a
is showing.
I don't know who I'm gonna be, you know? And you've seen my book, right? And he reaches into his coat and pulls out his book.
Yes.
I mean, I read this every day, and there's so many things that people are or could be, and I don't know who I should be. I think I could be anything, but I don't know what to work towards. I feel like this might have been a step backwards. I think I led you guys into danger for no reason. We didn't find anything.
We're all okay, right?
I mean, Adrian might be a little touched, but I think we're all okay.
Okay. I'm sure Adrian will forget about it tomorrow, I'm sure.
I'm not signifying that was an answer or a response.
I'm sure Adrian will. I mean, he just got back into town.
He's just
He's in a sensitive spot right now,
Right,
perhaps.
that's kind of why I thought
But,
this might.
I mean, you gave him something to do. I feel like
But
that's.
he's not gonna get paid for
Saunter
this.
around the woods for a couple
I
of days,
mean,
that's alright.
he wasn't getting paid anyway.
It's true, but
I don't have an inspiration or I would give you one.
that's true. But that was part of why I wanted to do this, was to give him some way to earn. If he lost his job, then he needs something.
Which seems like. I mean, there's other things he can do to make money, I assume.
He has skills. He does. They're limited. but he has skills.
They're definitely
on the street, obviously.
not. I mean, he did expand his vocabulary a little.
Yeah.
I noticed,
Yep.
but other than that, I don't. I mean, I haven't seen much skills.
I just hope he lands on his feet is all.
Yes, I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Well,
Whatever it is.
maybe we should go wake everybody up.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, the sun rises over the horizon, heralding in the start of a new day.
Yay, spell slots.
Yay.
All 2 of them.
All
All two of them.
I'm fine.
Yay, all my hit points back.
You have all of your spell slots still open.
Yep.
Yes.
Every one of them is still
Every one of
available
them.
to you.
All right, so you guys break camp and start heading your way back to towards Setterton.
Alma is silent.
So, Cabbage,
Yeah.
how has the riverboating been going?
It's been so much fun.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, I get to learn lots of things. I can tie really good knots now. Everybody likes screaming my name. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
How's the You were in the big city.
Yes.
Which I don't remember the name of off the top of my head.
You can call it the capital.
Capital.
So
I never wrote you to tell you.
these guys think you lost your job.
I didn't.
So why'd they send you back?
Cabbage.
Oh,
We-
the guy, the lord I was
Tried.
the lord I was bodyguarding,
Died.
no, he gave me a bunch of time off.
Indefinite time.
Well, no, he told me he'd get back to me when I'm supposed to return.
Okay.
Is that common when you're on a bodyguard duty?
I don't know, but the man I was working for is a very
The man ran with a bucket on his head.
intricate. No, intricate's not the word. What would I
Strange.
Who were you working for, Adrian?
Oh, I was working for.
What was that?
Milovarian Serenathi, the youngest son of the queen.
Gesundheit.
Of the Empress.
May
That's
she live forever.
Wait,
Yeah, may she live forever. Oh.
isn't
There you go.
wait? I
Cabbage
mean,
does it because she makes the honey.
isn't that the one who got kidnapped?
Is he?
Wait, what?
What? I didn't hear about
Hey,
this.
hey, hold on. Right, so what was his name again?
Milovarian Serenathi, the youngest
of the.
of the queen.
How long ago
Oh, the
did they say
Empress.
that he'd been kidnapped?
So
It was right
They
before we
didn't.
left. Okay, well, they didn't say how long, but they said. Wait,
who said
What?
so Adrian, you mean the son
Right, so
who
these
did?
these big people
kidnapped.
from the Empire came
Has
right
he
into
been
town to tell
kidnapped?
us that he had been
Did
kidnapped.
you not hear
No.
when they
recently.
announced?
No.
They showed up like this
Uh,
the same
Has he
day
been
or the day
kidnapped?
after he showed up.
Yes,
Oh. I didn't know
yes,
that.
they
And now
made
we
an
know why he
announcement
lost
in town.
his job.
no, because
Well, I don't think I was there at the moment when that happened. So.
Oh, well, anyway, I wrote to my parents to make sure everything is okay. We're distantly related.
Right.
you're related to the Empress.
Distantly.
How distantly?
She's probably your mom.
No.
No, all of the empresses.
It's like a second
all
cousin.
of the ones that are legitimized and alive are all male.
Yes.
Well,
Alive.
Yes.
well, I guess we're out in the middle of the woods. She gets around. Do you guys not know how it works?
She does.
So it always goes
When
to
a
a
man
female.
lives, oh.
It always goes to it's a matriarchal society. So it always goes to the female.
Yes.
For the last 500 years or so, she hasn't been able to consecrate actually, hold on. Is it 500 years?
Very distantly.
She's that old.
Not enough that
She's
I can't remember how old she is, but
yes.
she's been continually trying to have a girl for the last couple hundred years.
Indeed, she has.
And so I was the guard of the youngest.
And
who's now missing.
I guess
missing?
so.
the youngest.
See, he's missing because
specifically-
you left. I mean, you were a really good bodyguard.
That means you don't have a job.
Yeah.
Himself.
Or they
That means you don't have a job now.
Yeah, he dismissed me.
How old is he?
He dismissed you?
18-ish?
So,
He just barely came of age.
Yes.
So you might actually have information regarding some of the last days before he was kidnapped.
You know, there's a good reward.
No.
for
No, I left
information
before
about-
whatever happened happened.
Yes,
yeah,
But there's a good reward for information about.
But they would already know what I know. Which
Would they?
was, he wasn't kidnapped when I was there.
I mean, were you like his personal bodyguard?
Yeah,
Were you there when he
like,
paid and everything?
yeah, there's like, he picked me because I saved him from, his horse galloping off away.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Well, tell the story.
Yeah. Go
Well,
on.
when I arrived at the capital, or whatever that shit's called, Costas.
It's like
As I was getting to the city, there was a guy who was on a runaway horse. So I stopped him, stopped the horse by some miracle.
Yeah, you've done that twice now.
He thanked me, and then we went our ways. And then when I was at the Royal Guard for like 2 weeks afterwards, I met him again and found out that he was like royalty. So he picked me because of that, and I was his guard for several months. And then one day he just sent me on my way and said that he'd call upon me again when the time is needed.
Do you think maybe he ran away instead of being kidnapped?
Perhaps.
Maybe, I don't know.
Does anyone else know that you're on vacation? And does anyone know where you went?
No, not. I don't know if anyone knows I'm on vacation per se.
Oh, dear.
Besides
Oh boy.
Oh.
the prince, right?
So like,
I guess.
being like the prince's bodyguard, like how recognizable would your face be to people?
If someone was in like the capital and had seen me, then yeah.
So,
But we're in
Do we know if any of the Imperial garrison, if any of them are recent transfers?
well, we just watched a
But we know
right
that.
into town.
But we know Setterton is far from the capital, so it's not like anyone's gonna, like, be like, "Hey, I seen you around."
Except the whole like crew of people that just rode into Setterton.
Well,
Yes.
I don't think.
You know
so.
that dwarf mask he had?
Maybe we
I'm
should
not
keep
wearing
it.
it.
No,
I
I have nothing to fear. I was just told to go on vacation.
Yep, that's something to fear.
That's
But
like
if
a
you
little
don't have
suspect.
anybody else to back that up.
Was anyone else there at all?
No.
Oh, crap.
When you were on the
Wait,
coach
did you
coming
not-
into town,
Right.
was there anybody else who rode in on the coach with you?
Somebody had to be driving.
I mean, there were a
clearly
handful
he-
of other people on the coach with
Yeah,
you.
but I didn't recognize any of them when I was in serving.
No, but like, so they're still.
There
in
are
town.
witnesses
I guess
that
so.
saw that he was not traveling with this.
Why are you
Man.
all getting?
So,
Because it sounds.
It seems a little weird.
It's a little
It doesn't
weird.
seem weird to me.
Okay, if somebody was going to either run away
you
or be
think about
kidnapped
it-
and there was some kind of a conspiracy, it would be a really good idea to dismiss your bodyguards right before all that was happening. So, you might be implicated.
You know,
my
you also
my
don't
advice.
have a job at this point.
My
I have a
advice.
job. When he called
So,
back.
Adrian,
He's missing. You
all this
realize
means,
that.
all this means is if any of the Imperial garrison come around looking for you, I'd be on my guard.
Yes.
Because
Your
they
name-
might think for some reason you're involved. Because if he got kidnapped before he could tell anyone that he sent you on vacation, they might just think that you like ran out on your job.
Okay.
So they might want to ask you questions because they might be suspicious of you.
Why would they be suspicious?
Because it's their job.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but just if they come around looking for you, I'd be careful.
Yes.
And I'd make sure other
Yes.
people know that they're looking for you and where to find you.
And that you never be alone.
Okay.
I would recommend that, yes.
We're just concerned. Because
We are concerned, yes.
Right.
it doesn't sound like you were fired. It sounds like there's something fishy going on.
I agree with Cabbage's assessment of the situation.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'll be careful.
See, look what would have happened if you guys just asked more questions.
Yes.
Instead of just tiptoeing around it because you thought he got
Yeah, I
fired.
feel so much better knowing that he was potentially implicated in the kidnapping of royalty, and that potentially the Imperial Guard will pay me lots of money to tell them where to find him.
But now we
Yeah,
can
that
help.
makes me feel so much better about this situation.
Now we can help him.
We're gonna help him anyway.
Yeah, but
That's
we
why we
didn't
were out here
know.
trying to earn money.
I mean, it is nice to have a better idea of the scope of why we need to help him.
Yes.
Oy.
I am perfectly fine with that.
When the DM and
I didn't look fast enough, dang it.
That's the point.
I know. It's okay, I
Well.
looked away when I realized.
Alma, you've been uncharacteristically quiet today.
We're just
I'm-
walking
It's
down the road.
okay.
Mhm.
He's doing some reflection.
That's new.
Why?
It's not really important right now.
That's rarely true.
I like you, Cabbage.
Look, we're busy. We have bigger problems than
We're
my
just
self-reflection.
walking.
I mean, we literally are like the epitome of not busy.
That's
We are walking down the road back into town. We have nothing else
With
better to
somebody
discuss.
who
And
is
apparently I
potentially suspected
don't have a
of
job at the moment. So.
crime. With a potential suspect of a crime.
Yeah, but that part of the conversation's over because
What crime?
we've established that there's nothing we can do to help him right here.
It's
Yes.
not only him that's in trouble. You realize that, right? He goes out of town without informing anybody for a couple of days after, people come looking for him potentially, and we're all out here in the woods with him. That doesn't concern you?
No, not
I
really.
can
no.
handle it.
I mean,
Yep.
actually, he's got a point. We could all be implicated.
Yep.
You're
Why would
not-
you guys be implicated? You weren't
I
in
mean,
the
the rest
city.
of you might be.
Yeah, but we could be helping you in whatever nefarious thing you're doing.
What nefarious thing am I doing?
You're not, but they don't know that.
I'm pretty confident that after an hour talking with Adrian, they're gonna figure out pretty quickly that he's not the mastermind behind the kidnapping.
That's
And any one of us could be?
Fair.
Yep. That makes me feel
Well,
better.
he hasn't talked to. I can't speak for all of you. He hasn't
I mean-
talked to me in over a year.
But
so-
how do we prove
Yes,
that?
he hasn't talked to me either.
But you
Do we
know.
prove that the same way that we prove that Adrian was let go without anybody knowing about it on a vacation of indefinite time?
But you guys know me. I'm not the kind of person to kidnap a prince. I don't even know how.
No.
I'm not too worried about them coming after us.
Right.
I mean,
It's a
if they
good
do,
idea to exercise
I-
caution.
yes.
I do have some
Connection.
pull.
That's
I mean, other
Apparently.
than Mizuki over there, the rest of us are country bumpkins. So,
Yeah, she's apparently a princess.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm not really
I mean-
surprised.
Are you a princess?
That does explain a lot.
Not,
I don't remember seeing you at the
no,
courts
no.
or anything like that.
no, I'm not a princess. I'm just part of the Ito family business. We are distantly related to the Empress.
You're really good at ball gowns and makeup. Like that's and hair.
Coincidence, my dear.
Sure. this has been
It's part of being.
a real weird couple of days. Why not?
It's part of
But
being
anyway, back to your self-reflection.
my family. Anyway,
Look, we failed.
Did we?
We killed a bunch of people who were doing the wrong thing, but to feed their families.
I mean, didn't they come at you guys?
Yeah.
they still try
They
to
shot
hurt us.
blunted arrows.
Well, at first.
Yeah, but then they drew their swords and ran at us with swords.
One of them came at me with a sword. I ducked though, but one of them came at me with like two swords.
Like, I'm
They tried
with
to
you.
hurt us.
I'm
we
with you.
didn't
that
kill
they
anyone.
weren't-
We did
they
not
weren't
kill
trying to
anyone up to
hurt
that
us.
point.
I'm with you. They weren't trying to hurt us, but as soon as they came out with their swords instead, like they're the ones who started that fight, not us.
I'm not gonna sit
And
there
if
and
we
let them
hadn't
kill
done
me.
anything, I mean, it would have been nice if we had a way to stop them without killing them. And honestly, it's actually something I want to work on.
Did you just want us to surrender and then slit our throats?
They haven't hurt anyone.
They were
But they
trying.
But they were trying to hurt
One of
us.
them came at me with a sword.
Yes, Yes.
They've sent all of the rest of the caravans back after knocking them out.
Yes.
I'm not saying that we were 100% in the wrong. I'm saying that I don't know that we were correct. Look, I'm thinking about it. That's why I said it's self-reflection. Okay? I don't want to talk about it right now.
That's fair.
Nope.
I take my flask.
Cabbage, leave it.
I take what's in my flask and have a drink.
Cabbage, leave it.
Go and say it. Go and say it.
Everybody make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Dex.
It's not going to be good, I'll tell you that at the beginning right now.
6.
Dexterity saving throw.
19.
4.
Okay, so success,
23.
success,
17.
success.
16?
Bless you.
16?
24.
Success,
Sorry.
success.
Oh, jeez.
I rolled a 2.
You know that there's numbers above 10, right?
I know.
So,
Can't count that high.
as you guys are walking along the road, having this conversation amongst yourselves, Adrian has gotten out sort of in front and is leading the way, and he steps on the spot in the road and goes right through it. And a pit trap opens up underneath him.
Gosh.
You are going to take. You are going to take
Not spikes at the bottom. Not spikes at the bottom. Not spikes at the bottom.
3 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall,
Okay.
and
Wish there was a brace action.
another 5 points of piercing damage from the spikes at the bottom.
So, actually, Keith, while he is, as he starts to fall, can I do something?
Sure.
Jump in the pit after him.
So, Killian's gonna reach down and grab a vial off of his belt and chuck it at him.
Okay.
And as it hits him, it breaks and this smoke fills the air and it acts as feather fall on him. So he starts slowly falling.
Okay.
So I take half that damage?
Yeah, you'll take half of all of that.
Okay. 4. Ha-ha!
So there.
Then the band of goblins that is
Yep.
popping out from hiding around you guys
Alright.
appears, and we will have
Initiative.
initiative.
Hey, natural 20.
Nice.
Ow, that sucks.
Cool.
9.
And so that will just bring me total to 24. No, 24, 22 total. And then natural 20.
It's fine, it'll give me time to take my notes.
Great. Did you see that?
Goblins stacking, goblins are attacking.
All right, Elma.
13.
Cabbage.
5.
Killian.
Unnatural 20.
Gosh dang it.
Okay.
13.
13.
9.
And natural 20, but 22.
Okay.
Before we get any further, how big is the pit?
It's 10 feet cubed.
Okay.
Alrighty. And so there are 6 goblins all the way around.
How far away from us are they?
So they're about 10 feet off the edge of the road. So all told, they're about 30 feet around you. So it's a 30-foot circle with you guys centered on it.
Okay.
All right, Adrian.
It's an action to climb out of the hole, right?
Yes, it is.
I will do so.
All right, so you'll climb out of the hole.
Okay.
And then you stop.
Killian.
I'm not doing that.
Okay,
Like the goblin kebabs.
I am going to
But
run away from the hole.
Okay.
and I will pull my crossbow out, and so I'll go my full 30 feet, and then I will take a shot at one of these goblins.
Okay, so your full 30 feet is going to put you right up against one of them.
So did they come out into the road?
They are all the way around you, yes.
Okay, then first I'm going to shoot the one that would be blocking my escape.
Okay.
I needed
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
How are we doing?
Same as always.
Same as always? Okay.
Not bad.
That's 20 points of damage.
And he drops.
And then I'm going to move my full 30 feet to where his body is. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to activate my leg braces and cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
So on all of my next turns for the next 10 minutes as a bonus action, I can dash.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. All right, so one of the goblins that was on the eastern side of the road, watching you as you're going, grabs the javelin from his side and is going to hurl it at you.
Oh boy. This could be the part where I die.
How many hit points do you have?
7.
Here's the anti-Killian.
And he rolls a natural 1.
Yes!
Nice.
And so it wobbles through the air and falls so far short that it's not even funny.
That's really lucky.
All right. So that's going to be either Alma or Mizuki.
Probably Alma. I have a -1, so.
How many of them are there?
There are
6?
5
Yeah,
now.
Valerie as well. So
There's 6 of us.
I should have gotten pizza for everybody, sorry.
yeah, that's fine. Who's the child?
Now in my mind,
Well,
this
I'm
fight's
going to
happening on the
inspire
playground.
myself as a bonus action.
Okay.
That would actually be a dope.
And Alma is going to draw his rapier and try to pull the same thing he did last time and swing straight up.
Okay, so you're going to close with one of them on the way?
Glad you guys are doing it. They're all going to be dead by the time I get up.
Very possible.
Possibly.
So that's a natural 20.
Okay.
So that is a D8. 8,
8
9,
plus.
10, 11 points of damage.
Okay. And he drops.
And that is going to be my turn.
All right. Mizuki.
I am going to cast.
Weirdly bright music in the background of this battle.
Children screaming.
Happy pipes chirping.
It's the revel.
Ugh. Ugh.
Don't even joke about that.
Ugh.
So you'll be next
Okay.
A pre-roll.
I will do.
after she's
sorry.
done.
And just like that, I have no spell slots again.
Fair.
Yeah, level 1.
I will
Yeah, level 1.
do inflict wounds.
You'll do what?
Inflict wounds.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
One of-
That's a touch spell, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is a touch spell. So I'll move forward to one of them.
Okay. So you're going to close with one of the goblins?
Yes. Yeah.
Tight.
So at least so I can reach them.
That's a bear.
That's a mountain lion, my friend.
It was a nat 20 for the
Hey,
spell
it's
attack.
Nice.
What spell did you cast?
Inflict
Inflict
wounds.
wounds.
So how do you
So
cast it?
It's
Describe it to us.
It's just on a hit, the target takes
No,
3.
no, no, no. What are
No,
you
like,
doing?
yeah, like describe what your character does.
Because it's important.
Yes.
Well, and for the rest of us too.
Okay.
Yeah, because none of us know she casts spells.
Alright, so when I do it, obviously she'll touch, and she's probably gonna, she'll speak some words.
Drop dead, you goon.
By the light of the Empress! Right, yeah, go! So she, let's see, yeah, I don't,
Just poke
So-
the goblin in the head.
yeah, she's gonna, and there's gonna probably be like a flash of light.
Ooh, that's.
So the words you said were Avada Kedavra.
Pretty much. There's gonna be a flash of light, coming from where my hand touched the goblin. And,
Now we gotta find out what Adrian
and,
thinks
some
about magic.
heat
Well, if I see
as
it.
well.
Oh,
If anyone is close, they can
Well, I'm out of
feel
pit,
it.
but
If anyone is close,
Well, that
they
would
can feel
also-
the heat
Oh, nice.
from it. They can feel, yeah, the temperature increases. And
So there's a bright flash and a little bit of heat
Yes.
off of it, and
do I roll
it's 3D,
just
3D10.
3d10? Do I do, since I critted, is it?
So it's
30 plus your roll.
30 plus your roll.
So are we doing if you crit on a spell attack? It
Yeah.
doesn't get damage?
If it's an attack roll, yes.
Okay.
No, it's
because
awesome.
of that, like fireball, that.
Yeah,
that-
no, you can't
we're
crit
gonna
on
do
a
it on
fireball,
that.
but...
No.
I will save you. These guys do
It's
not have
so
the
nice.
dice. That's the point.
So dead.
So you reach out and you whack him. There's words. There's a flash of light and a roll of heat, and everything goes incandescent. And when you guys sort of blink the light out of your eyes, the goblin is just not there. There's a sort of a scorched mark on the ground, like in the cartoons. There's just like this spot and the flash and
You just need this. Really? How many? Never mind. Later.
do I get that? Make a perception check.
Nope.
The DC's gotta be real.
Oh.
You've got advantage on this
He
one.
might have actually
There's a
passed
flash.
anyway.
16.
Oh yeah, you caught that one.
Okay. We will discuss this later.
Go, Miss Lady!
All right. See me.
Okay, so, oh, geez.
So
I
there
just
are
moved
3
my dice.
goblins left.
Was
So-
I can't
3
believe I
and
critted on
a
that freaking-
I think the 17 is
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
it was, and the other one
So
was a 3.
3 plus 6. So 9 is not gonna hit, I assume.
No.
No.
You never know.
So, and then the other one was the other one's gonna hit. It's like above a 20. So that's gonna end up being 5 points of damage. So I'll miss with my first slash and then follow up. Just like my fist works apparently much better than my
Okay.
sword.
So that's the one
Right
that
now.
actually threw the javelin at Killian.
Did you get hit?
No, thankfully.
All right.
Javelin could take me down.
Has a large like
How many hit points do you have?
black eye situation happening.
Oh, that's not too bad. bad.
Okay. So
Dagger and a 16 dex.
the
could get
two
me.
so 2 of the goblins are going to move in.
Oh, that's better. Both of those.
One of them is going to close with Simi and attack her because he is.
Because she's scary.
Because she's scary. And the other one, actually, you know what? Hang on. No. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for all 3 of them.
Morale.
Apparently they have really good morale.
They didn't care about that guy. They didn't like him anyway.
Nah.
Nobody liked Steve.
He snores. He snores. So the other one is actually going to close with Mizuki and try to attack her because, yeah. All right. The one attacking Simi because of pack tactics. No, they don't have pack tactics.
No,
Never mind.
goblins do not have
That's kobolds. I was
pack
thinking of
tactics.
something else.
Thank you.
Never mind. So he is going.
Stars above.
Although because flanking,
goblins.
because flanking though.
Oh yeah. Goblins do get the cunning action thing, I think, though.
Yep. Well, they can dash.
Nimble escape.
No.
So is an unnatural 20 going to hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a silly question.
3 points of slashing damage.
For both of us? Wait, no.
No, that was on Mizuki.
That was on
That-
her. Okay.
No, that was on
Me?
Simi.
Okay.
Oh, on Sammy. Okay.
Yeah. So the one attacking Mizuki,
Some.
I'm assuming a 10 does not hit.
Nope. No way.
Okay. So the one attacking you misses. The one attacking Simi hits for 3.
I mean, I have my shield too. So.
Little bastard.
Still.
All right, and Cabbage.
Alright, I was coming up with middle names for me and all my siblings.
Gotcha.
Okay, so what's
Soup.
close to me?
So right now there is a goblin attacking
Hi.
Mizuki.
Okay.
There are 2 goblins right next to Simi. She just attacked one, and the other one came up and attacked her, and has drawn blood.
Okay. I'm gonna go after one of the ones that's attacking Simi.
Okay.
Wow.
And does a 9 hit?
9.
9 does not hit.
Yeah, those aren't mine. Those are to give away.
Oh, you haven't given any of yours away?
I gave away the one that you gave me because I used it.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
So it does not hit.
Okay. That's all I got.
Okay. All right.
Wait, you were attacking the one at Simi?
You could have flanked
yeah?
with it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You
So
can
you
play-
got
so there's
flanking.
Simi, and there's a goblin on one side of her and a goblin on another side of her. So if you go up on the opposite side of Simi from one of them,
You're
you'd
flanking.
be flanking.
You're
You'd have
flanking.
advantage.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Then yeah, I'll do
So
that.
roll again.
Yeah. Roll again then.
Yeah, there we
Much
go.
better. 18 plus 6. So
Yeah,
I'm
that'll
assuming
hit.
that hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and then I can use sneak attack because I've got advantage.
You had,
And because you're an ally,
And
within
because-
5 feet.
And because of
Yeah, I'm gonna get this eventually, you guys.
you will.
Rogues are hard.
They are hard. Yeah.
That's 10 points of damage.
Jeez.
No,
Okay.
just kidding. Sorry, that's 8 points of damage.
Still-
Math.
It's still enough. You run him through, and he falls to the ground.
Hey.
And you hear him scream.
All right. So that will take us back to the top of the order.
All right.
And
I will
Adrian.
go attack the other one that is flanking with Simi.
okay.
And I will do the punch thing again. I'll remind you what the punch thing
Yeah.
is again. Okay. It's the faint thing. So I get
It's one of his
advantage.
Battle Master maneuvers. So he says.
21.
21 a hit.
So it just looks like you punch him?
Yeah, I punch him.
Okay.
He goes up
7.
like he's gonna hit,
7.
and then he
What's that?
punches.
7
his-
points of
the
This
damage.
is a
same.
feint.
7.
That's
Okay.
Hey Keith.
Yep.
Killian's watching that sword real closely as he uses it.
Okay.
You see anything weird?
Well, you didn't hit it with it.
I didn't hit with
You didn't hit with the,
I know.
he didn't hit with the sword.
I know,
So,
he's still watching it.
yeah. So nothing so far. Okay. Killian, your turn.
Did you kill that one?
No.
So
I didn't.
No.
Oh.
Okay, so there's the one on Mizuki, and then there's the one left
Yeah.
over by Simi.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
I know Simi can
So
kill
for
things
those of
really
you
well,
watching,
but I did just watch Mizuki like
music going
vaporize one of them. So
and once in a while the other
And
child
then
screams.
do it again,
Sure.
but I mean, I have my thing.
All right, I am
so-
shooting the one by Simi.
Okay.
I rolled a 19. So
That's
I'm
gonna
assuming
hit.
it hits,
Yeah, that's
and
hit.
that'll hit for 10 points of damage.
Okay. So, Simi, you're standing there in front of this goblin, and all of a sudden, he sort of, and you look down, and there's a crossbow bolt sticking out of his chest, and he
Thanks.
collapses to the ground. And there's one goblin
Then
left.
there was one.
Everybody all at
And,
once.
That takes us to Alma.
So there's just the one left, and he's already taken some damage? No, he has not.
He is not, no.
Okay, so Alma's going to run up from behind and swing down.
Okay.
With your rapier?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the two-handed, like,
Yeah.
Okay.
flanking with Mizuki.
Yep.
18?
Yep.
Okay. That is 6 points of damage.
All right.
That's Alma.
All right. So, rapiers are not designed to be slashing weapons. So you swing over his head, and you hit, and you don't cut in because there's not a sharp edge on that side of the rapier. And his little goblin-y eyeballs roll up in the back of his head. You hear the crack of his skull, and he just sort of ragdolls down to the street, down to the road.
Well, that ended a lot quicker than I thought it would. I'm gonna look around real fast and make sure that there aren't more goblins coming.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, 8.
Nope, no more goblins.
Okay.
Gonna clean my sword and put it back in its sheath.
Okay.
Well, that ended a lot quicker.
This one's not dead.
Is it not? Oh.
I still have a turn. So.
Well, I mean, we're out of initiative at this
Yeah, I know.
point because, so whatever you want to do.
What do you want to do with it, Alma?
I don't know.
I mean, you're standing right there too, Mizuki,
Yes,
so
I
if you
know.
were...
I mean, to be fair, how much would the city marshal wish to pay for a captured goblin?
I don't think anything.
Okay.
Especially
is this
because
like
he's all the
a
way in
common-
Lamott's Wells.
Like, are
Do you
they?
feel okay if I finish this one off?
Sure.
Is this like a common problem, not just right now, but generally goblin invasion and infestation happens?
Over
a
the
lot?
past year, the goblins have been getting bolder and more aggressive.
I'll cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Oh.
And the body just
Loud and proud.
the body just incinerates.
Hey, I did earlier.
So are we gonna have a conversation about that?
Yes.
What was
about-
that?
That was Mizuki.
What did you do?
Since we're having this conversation, I'm gonna start looking around to make sure there isn't anybody else here.
Yes, please.
Perception checks from both of you.
10?
Doesn't appear to be anybody around.
Use that die.
15.
Doesn't appear to be anyone around.
Okay. Thank you. So,
While we're having this conversation, are there any like rocks or anything like that around?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sort of look at Alma and sort of nod my head, and I'm gonna start bringing the bodies over and building like a cairn for each one.
Okay.
so who here, by show of hands, has skills that one could consider not 100%
Legal. I would like to just start with saying, is there anybody here by show of hands who would turn in such persons?
Alright, I like starting with that
That is a
question
better
better.
question. That is a better question. Yes. Okay.
Turn in for what?
And I am just looking directly at Adrian.
Show of hands.
Yeah,
No.
show of hands, who would turn in people who use magic? Adrian? No?
Well, it depends on the person.
People you've known for a very long time.
Or
Or not so long, is it?
at
maybe?
least
A year, friends.
Well, that would. I don't know the answer to that question. This is a hypothetical, right?
Yep,
Yep.
it is an absolutely hypothetical, and I think that conversation is over now, gentlemen. We're gonna, Alma, you
Yes,
wanna
sis?
help me finish? We'll take care of the bodies, and then we'll just keep walking. And
Why'd you
the
say?
conversation's over, I think.
Okay.
You're gripping my shoulder very tightly. Ow.
Like, okay. Just okay. Wait.
Yep, nope, because this is a hypothetical. And since we don't know if we'd want to turn people in or not, I think the conversation's over.
But
No,
to continue the
Adrian-
hypothetical.
Are we not going to talk about what happened with?
Yeah, real quick, we have to finish this conversation. Would you turn in any of us hypothetically if we hypothetically had magic?
It depends on what you did with that magic.
Good things, only good things.
Like,
Saving your other friends.
Saving
Things-
your life
Yes.
Um,
your life.
I
more
don't.
than once.
Helping you.
I don't. I don't know.
I think.
So, yeah, that's comforting, and I'm glad we got that out of the way.
I mean, I know you've been in the capital and they're a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for, guys?
Suspicious.
Stevie just turns around and kicks a
Superstitious.
giant clod of grass and yells at it.
What did that do to you? Why are you all getting weird all of a sudden?
It's just a very interesting hypothetical conversation.
Yes.
You're making me kick grass.
You know what? I think it's okay though, because we know that Adrian's boss told him he could leave, and then he went missing. So you know what? I think we're safe talking about this. I'm not too worried about getting turned in.
You're still not putting two and two together, are you?
Well, what did she do?
I helped.
Oh my god.
By
all.
summoning the light of the sun?
Sure.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it worked, didn't
Yes, I did. Okay, that's.
Does anybody know anything about genetics here? Am I gonna wake up someday and casually express this? Is this okay.
Just it's.
I'm gonna
You know-
I'm insight checking Adrian. I cannot
You
believe
know-
he's actually not getting this.
You know, like
Deception.
you know earlier when you got hurt.
21.
All right, guys. At this point, Braden and Lance and I have to leave the table. We will be right back.
Oh my goodness.
Buddy.
So while Braden and Lance
Okay.
are having their moment, like I'm making
I
eye
knew
contact
and
with
he
all
didn't
of you guys.
realize.
He can't. I mean, I know he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but my God.
Yeah.
Do you wish to correct him?
I feel like this is something he really needs to understand.
Is it?
But if it's this hard for him to actually
But he
understand
doesn't
that it's
seem to-
happening,
Be able to pick up on it.
Alma, what do you think?
His expanded vocabulary isn't helping at all.
Alma,
What?
you have opinions on everything.
It's not true.
this is a good time to express how you feel like we might want to proceed in
I think he
conversation.
knows more than he's showing.
That would be good.
I really hope so, because my goodness. So, you understand, people don't just do this kind of thing randomly, right? You get that? You know that?
What?
We could all be killed.
Magic
Okay,
is
not
illegal
regular
for
people.
us.
Wait,
So are you allowed to?
I mean,
I'm sorry, what?
I know that some people in noble stations have exceptions. Are you?
I thought
Are
it was
you
only
sure
the
it's
queen
okay?
because she was so holy or something, or the empress. So.
There are
it
times they look
is.
the other way, depending on what you can do for the Empress. So
Are you an exception?
I could.
Rock slide, guys.
So you're allowed. Okay,
Yes.
I'd like to repeat my earlier question. If anybody would turn us in, if we could hypothetically do these things, I'd like to know.
she wants to
I-
make sure that you're not going to
I'm
turn.
not going to turn
yeah.
anyone in. Of
Okay.
course not.
I mean, we didn't know you was related to the empress.
Well, now you. May she live forever.
Yeah, that, all that.
God, she needs a better hand signal, but
Yeah, why couldn't we do like this, this,
Wakanda forever.
or you know, this, this,
like this
this, this. Look, there's so many, but do you know how many times I've accidentally bruised my forehead because there was some monk around like you?
she just shakes her head.
We're getting ready for this one.
So I just pulled Adrian to the side
Yes.
to have,
Having a
yep, to
conversation.
have a nice little conversation. Adrian is not actually as dense as he is appearing to be. He's just trying to protect Mizuki because he knows that Mizuki uses magic.
Just Mizuki.
Right.
Deniability.
Just Mizuki.
So if you don't know that Mizuki can do magic,
Right.
Then you don't have to say anything to anybody because clearly that wasn't magic.
No,
it
that
was
was
a
something
trick
else.
of the sun.
Yes, it was just
So
I
if
have
you see any
thing,
more
and I just
strange
reflected the sun.
tricks of the
Back
light,
to the
Yeah, well, I know I'm not that dense.
Swamp gas.
okay, I'm just gonna. He knows that it was magic. He's just acting. He's pretending he doesn't know because he doesn't want to have to turn anyone in. And according to him, in his own words, he's seen people tortured for information about this sort of thing. So he's also going to act oblivious when Alma doesn't use magic,
Wait, well, you do what?
and when Cabbage doesn't use magic,
Wait, what?
Wait, does
and when
it
I
actually doesn't
don't use magic.
What?
And have I figured out that she uses magic?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so
I haven't
us,
figured out that
us
I use
four
magic.
who don't use magic,
Yes.
you will be oblivious to any strange happenings that occur around us.
Can't
Is
do
that
the
correct?
fucking thing.
Real quick. Are we about to end the session?
Getting close.
Because I can give you a good closer right now if you want.
Whenever.
Alright.
If you do, I will, I find those moments. I find those moments.
We know.
He will create one if you.
I'll create one if I need to, but yeah. I've got one in my hip pocket already, so you don't have to worry about that.
I mean, the conversation that we just had with Mizuki was pretty informative.
yes.
So,
I'll have to watch
you
the
were
video.
talking about
You
my
will.
sword, right?
Yup.
You don't need to check on it. And I let Eldritch blast a tree.
I knew there was something weird about that sword.
I haven't used it.
How?
Adrian, that's
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, Lucia, apparently by show of hands, it's everyone but you.
We're not showing hands.
This is fine. This is fine.
this is fun.
Everything's fine.
Are we putting everything on the table?
Yeah.
Only
Alma?
if you want to put that on the table.
What do you have to put
Are
on
you
the
sure?
table?
What are you putting on a table?
there a thing?
Is there a table?
Is there a table? Are you here? Make a table.
Look, I trust you guys. I do. And so he pulls out his disguise kit and says, I learned how to use this. I can do makeup and things to make it look like I'm someone else. I learned how to do that because I needed to hide who I am. And he looks right at Mizuki. I can be anyone. And as he's looking at Mizuki, his face shifts and becomes Mizuki's face.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you want to
Uh-huh.
be me?
Who wouldn't want to be you?
But he can.
I mean, he can kind of be anyone he wants to be whenever he wants.
Will you Constable Dick?
Wait, you're Constable Rick?
His face shifts and Constable Rick's face peeks out.
Oh, it's all coming together now, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Adrian. I didn't mean to hurt you. I really wanted you to trust me, and who trusts a 12-year-old?
Are you even really 12?
No.
Wait. What are you?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm about 18.
Oh, you're older than me. I'm so sorry all the times that I gave you crap about being younger than me.
I mean, that was the persona, and it's who I think I sort of am, sort of. It's not who I am, but it's who I have to be because my parents got caught doing what it is I can do, and I don't know if they're alive. They got chased out of town and they left me with my parents, sort of, because if I stayed with them I wasn't safe.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. I don't want pity. I know what I am, sort of. But I wanted to be upfront since we're putting everything on the table. I trust you guys, and I'm sorry if I've ever hurt you.
Okay, I'm really sorry about your parents, but this is really cool.
It's who I am.
What are you doing at the moment?
Like, I'm sitting here with this, like, completely glassed over expression on my face.
Too much. Too much.
Like, I mean, I knew most of this
Yeah, I was gonna say,
already.
she knew most of
But it's
this.
like now that I don't have to hide anything anymore, it's just like you see this decompression bubble, and like there are. It's not like a sorrow kind of a thing, but there are tears just like coming out. It's just like, just the buildup of everything just kind of lets go. She kind of just sits in the middle of the road.
Sammy, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
No, I made you keep a secret for a long time.
It's
It's alright, it's something that should be kept a secret.
yes.
Should only be shared with people you
Yes.
trust.
That's.
All of you,
I guess that's
I
fair.
agree.
We're
same
not gonna say
page.
anything.
I know.
I know there are
What do you
very
wanna know?
secrets that can destroy.
I want to know where you got the sword.
That actually is part of my royal garb. That was one of the things I took with me.
Oh, and they just
They
hand
gave you
magic
magic?
swords out.
It's not magic.
Anybody else have
So
any
you're just magic.
secrets that
Yeah.
they need to share with the class?
Like,
You sure the sword isn't magic? Well, I can't do anything with it right
I
now.
know you can't do it. What do you,
I
I mean,
can if you want.
What?
Yeah.
So Anna sits down and puts the sword in front of him and draws in the dirt a big circle around it.
We're off the road, by the way.
Yeah, that's why we-
Yeah.
And actually, I'm gonna start keeping watch.
he draws a
That was
little,
smart.
like a little person that is sort of walking on the circle, and then he pulls out from his bag a little drum and he starts tapping on it, and a little rhythm, and he starts sort of muttering, and anybody who's close enough hears him telling a story about a man who searched for magic and was able to find it. And he searched high and he searched low, he searched inside himself and found it. And anyway, I'm casting it, not identify, but detect magic.
Okay. The sword is not magical.
Is there anything around me that is?
I don't know, Killian, what are you carrying that's magical?
Killian's leg braces, the essentially EpiPen on his belt. He also has what is essentially like an aerosol spray thing. That and several other vials that go with it are magical.
My armor is magic at this point.
All
so-
sorts of stuff in his bag is magical.
So he sort of.
Oh,
Hang on. Hang on. You also the
Bless you.
there's something in Cabbage's pack
Oh right.
that's magical,
What?
the cloak.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
and the gem on Adrian's chest is magical.
The medal I would receive.
Not the one from.
Not the one from
Not that. Not that.
No.
All right. So everybody's putting everything on the table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet I
Yeah.
Okay. So and he picks up the sword and sort of hands it back. Your sword is not magical.
By the way, I have no idea how to use this.
That.
What? Wait, you did
It's not an ally, but it's a sliver of crystal that looks like an icicle.
That's magic.
that's magic.
Something in your bag is magic.
What?
Like all of your stuff is magic.
Yeah.
But you already know that.
Hey, most of the
Mizuki's
things
armor
are
is
free.
magic.
I mean, it's just magic for a little bit.
Poor baby doesn't have any magic items.
I'm just sitting here like
It's this one.
self-stitching the thing from the goblin attacking me.
I'm gonna guess that's not actually yours.
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's mine.
Really?
It's got my name on it.
And it does.
Insight that.
I have stitched my name totally into the hem.
Fair. What are you doing?
It doesn't
Are you
count if you
sewing on
take
yourself?
something and put your own name
Stitching
in it.
the spot where the goblin
It doesn't count
attacks
if you
me
take
back.
something and then put your own name in it
My
after you've already
mom
taken
could have
it.
done it.
Your mom is much better at that than you are, and that's definitely your handiwork.
My baby sister could have done it.
No, she couldn't.
you
So
will-
where'd you get it?
Do I know what this does at this point?
Nope.
No.
Right, yeah, I guess I wouldn't.
What kind of magic?
Nowhere.
Sis,
Family
sis,
heirloom.
It's-
seriously gonna
I-
just
I
do
know
that?
already doubt that.
Cabbage, do you
That's
want
so
me to
weird.
That's so
I,
weird.
I'm pretty sure this is the
Something
part where
about
we're putting everything on the table.
I mean, it's fine now, but
So where'd you get it?
sis.
Warden? Or
Oh, it's abjuration.
Abjuration.
yeah, abjuration.
So, real quick,
I
Are
can
you-
you identify if you want.
you want me to take care of that?
I just did.
Fabershea.
You sure?
Yeah.
I can make it better.
Oh.
Yes, please.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
The
Ow.
star is
What?
gone, and you
What's
heal
happened?
one.
That was really bright.
Oh,
Can you see
Wow.
all magic-y things now?
For a little bit.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. I shouldn't have been looking right at
That's
it.
cool.
Don't look at the sun.
that
That's a
is
bad idea.
really cool.
Yeah, Mizuki, if you could tell me what this does, that'd actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, of course.
Well, at least you won't have a nasty scar there
I'll
anymore.
cast identify on the cloak.
Right, so while she's doing that, so every time you've used your sword that you don't actually know how to use,
Wait,
I'll do it as a.
And I will cast Primal Salvatory.
I'll do that.
I grow fangs, and I grow claws, and it looks like ice.
you
Whoa.
wolf?
No, I'm not entirely
Simple.
sure what it is exactly.
Oh, that's interesting.
So where'd you get the necklace?
That's a long story.
We've got a long road ahead of us.
I mean, we're not moving right now.
No.
If you haven't noticed.
He's not
Who
cool
do I know
enough
is
to
good
be
at
hanging out
medicine?
in this group.
Who's good at medicine, by the
Jeez.
way?
I am.
I'm not bad.
I'm
No.
I'm okay.
I take your hand and I put it on my heart.
It's cold and dead.
No, perfectly fine. I move it to the center of my chest, and there is a second heartbeat.
Oh my God, he's a Time Lord.
Friend.
Wow, that's not normal.
What?
This is unessential for you two.
Yeah.
He has 2 heartbeats.
What?
Two.
Yeah, and so now I'm gonna be like, there's one
The
here,
second one is much
and then
colder,
there's one here.
You're pregnant!
Colder and slower.
colder and slower.
Well, that's different. That's interesting.
How?
That is a story unto itself.
Well,
Yeah. We're here.
All right. So everything I've said about the leaving bodyguard, all that stuff,
Uh-huh.
that's true.
Uh-huh.
However, during my leisurely walks during the night to patrol, I stumbled into something I shouldn't have.
Which was?
I may or may not have figured out what is keeping the Sarnathi women alive.
I'm sorry, what?
Now, question, is it still there, or is it...
As far as you know, it's still there.
I went deep underground the city of the capital, and
are you
I
wearing a bucket?
Costas?
no
Alright.
of Costas, and I found a room, and in that room was a giant lake, and in the center of that lake was a blue flamed heart, and
Did you swim across the lake?
no,
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, that checks out.
Absolutely it's not.
it talked to me,
Oh.
and it wanted me to.
This is
It
why
wanted me
he
to
was
be,
going on vacation.
Prove that I have a pure heart, take back that which was stolen from it, which is basically the Sarnathis have been slowly siphoning off its power for the last couple of thousands of years, and it wants me to seek out its kin.
Yep, so,
Oh, there's more.
I guess so. I don't know what it is.
so, that whole religion thing checks out.
Sorry, what?
Yep,
The
What?
Emperor?
the Empress.
Yeah, the Empress
Well,
rules.
there have been a couple of emperors.
Right,
but-
the Empress rules the Empire. Got that part.
Well, yeah, there's been one.
You know that Simi's whole religion, it revolves around worship of the Empress, right?
Long may
But
she
she's
reign.
eternal.
Well, no.
Did
They
you not-
eventually
how
do
did you
die.
know that?
And then the eldest, well, whoever is next in line,
Daughter.
daughter. There has been one male, but that didn't go so well. I'm screwed. So,
We tried to tell you that earlier.
Yeah, well, we didn't have any of the information.
You're okay. Hang on. Before we go back to that, so religion, Empress. Okay, so I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I kind of just didn't really pay much attention anytime anybody was talking about that because I thought it was just superstition.
Pull up my sandal and throw it.
I live on a farm and I know.
yeah, I thought it was Fui too until I saw a giant blue flaming heart in the middle of the lake.
I even told you I was concerned, and I told you.
Okay, look, I thought it was just kind of a
superstition.
superstition because my grandpa taught My grandpa's big on the whole elven thing, and they've got all this gods and religion stuff, so I kind of glossed over everybody else's.
I functionally was not an elf until I met you. This is not.
I've also got one bad thing to remind everyone. I might have been there when your leader died.
Did you kill him?
No. He made a prophecy, and then they took him away, and I'm pretty sure they.
Wait, who's leader?
Colin was his name? I can't remember.
Oh, right, because you remember they
And then some guy named Master Ralph took over.
They replaced the leader of the Apple.
Yeah, I was there when he did whatever. He made a prophecy, and then.
What was the prophecy?
You mad genius, kid.
This prince shall break the power of the crown and shall rend it in twain. And I think that's what happened to Lord Malavarian. And now I'm running for my life with his stuff.
It's his.
No, that's mine. I worked hard for it.
Right, so your boss,
Okay.
you think, is dead.
Well, I
Exactly.
pull out of my backpack a small box and I open it up, and in it's got a signet ring, a scroll of pedigree, and a few other odds and ends.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So that's.
He-
I guess that's why he sent me back here, so nothing bad would happen.
And
Right, so did
Ross
he...
was the one who had him killed.
I have no. I bet it was the queen because, like, he freaking rose off the ground.
Oh.
Like fire came out of his eyes.
Wait, fire came out of the prince's eyes, or fire came out of the what's name from the order's eyes?
That guy.
Okay.
And then later that night, he told me to. Malavarian told me to take a bunch of the stuff and head back, and that
Take a vacation.
yes.
And that would be why the vacation is for an indefinite amount of time.
Yep. And now he's kidnapped.
And
Well, I don't know.
Right.
Kidnapped is a strong word.
you can't go home.
I am home.
You can't
can't
go
go home.
They don't know who I am.
We have to make
They're
sure that they're not
Imperial
waiting for you
Guard
there.
I'm sure they'll
They wouldn't
come after you.
It's not.
Do I look like someone you would remember?
Yes.
I mean, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you do.
We have to get his mom out of town.
Okay,
This is
let's...
out of proportion.
The people who were jumping over the
It's not the
bridge.
most memorable.
Did that look like the garrison patrols, or did that look like the other people coming back into town?
If I had another one to give you, I would.
You were one of the ones that saw them. You know that looked more like one of the garrison patrols.
Okay, here's what... Oh, we were getting everything up on the table, right?
What?
Uh-huh.
My table is so empty, you guys.
This is...
Mine's on fire!
This is really minor.
I don't believe you somehow.
Alright, so I'm not going to name names because technically this isn't my thing to discuss with other people.
Then don't.
But we're getting everything. I'll tell you what I know. I'll just leave out his parts of it. So there's somewhere in town, or near town, or close to town. I don't actually know. There's a box. And in this box,
Different
there
box.
is a dagger, and a globe, a crystal globe,
Okay.
and there is a riddle in Dwarvish that apparently these things are the key to finding
What
the...
kind of box?
It's like...
You know.
You delivered it.
So you might have encountered it before. It was wrapped in silk. It's like this big.
The one
You
that I
may have delivered it.
Brought?
Yeah, that we're not going to talk about who you gave
Yeah.
it.
What a weird and intricate web of
Anyway, so
information.
there's also that box sitting around, and it's like a riddle that leads to like the dwarven heir's holy weapon,
Okay, so
something.
I think that is a lot less immediately threatening.
No, yeah, that's why I said like we're putting everything on the table, so I know about that. I'm helping work on that project. Anyway, we go back towards town, everyone but Adrian and
Why me?
maybe Lucia, so you can keep an eye on him.
Keep him safe,
We
rather.
go into town and check and see if they're looking for him. The people we saw on the road, I think it was just another patrol. I think it was just them going out on their regular patrols. But we'll go
They
in and
saw
double
both
check.
Bodies.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and we'll tell them that we killed bodies because they were bandits.
We killed. Yeah, anyway.
That it's.
I mean, Adrian could just come home with me. There's tons of people there. Nobody will know the difference.
Oh, that's actually not a bad plan.
True.
But anyway,
You just can't be seen in town.
You
much
shouldn't
anymore.
go into town until we make sure they're not looking for you.
Why would they be looking for me?
Because you have all that stuff in 2 heartbeats.
You know all of this. That is why they would be looking for you. You know all of this. This is not small potatoes.
They killed the man who made the prophecy.
Well,
And you don't
yeah,
think
they
that you
killed him.
hearing
I'm
about the
not gonna
prophecy
lie.
might be like a problem?
I didn't see them kill him, but I assume that's what happened.
Yeah, but he's all of a sudden he's just not around anymore.
Yeah.
Happy day.
But his death was announced, so.
So yeah, they killed him.
But if we
they-
come from a kingdom of lies, which is apparently what
Empire.
Empire.
Long wish you him.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what's with
information forever.
I see people do that all the time, and I honestly don't know what it's about.
Oh, that's because back in
That's
ancient
about-
times, one of the first empresses did that and stopped an arrow from going through her skull. So we all do that in reverence.
Indeed.
Really?
Ah,
I wish I had an inspiration to give you for pulling that out of your hindquarters. And it's hidden now. Yep.
I'm gonna say yes.
That was
I got into we've got to do this, and then I came up with the lore. Yes.
Oh, that was a lot of information sharing. How you doing over there, Alma?
I'm fine.
I feel that.
So, what exact is that magic that you can
Yes,
change yourself
honey?
into, or is that something else entirely?
Oh yeah.
Did you
I
have a
don't
question?
know.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
part of who I am.
What's the question?
I feel as though you might not be being as forthright with some of the things that you know from your fancy family business dealings as we might assume.
Are you asking me to give up my family's secrets?
Are you the queen's daughter?
No,
No.
Okay.
Of course
I
not.
know that for a fact.
Not
Those are
necessarily.
the only 3 that are alive. So.
Nothing that could necessarily.
She
You're
tends
right.
she tends to
Related.
Moses a lot of children. Yeah,
So,
it's
our
not good.
empress is evil.
I mean,
I don't babies is evil.
Well, not as many as she's had.
Well, that's her problem.
Actually, I'm not sure if she continually has children. I made that up. I have no
I
idea.
don't think you
I might
should
know.
say things like that out loud.
That's probably wise.
If anybody's killing babies, they're evil.
I mean, yes. But there's.
I feel like there's still a whole lot we don't know about a lot of these situations, but I also feel like somehow there is a connection here based upon your earlier strange comment.
That what?
Which
She's
one?
a distant relative?
And that
But
she's
I
an
know.
exception.
No, regarding the secrets and such. When you were comforting Alma, we'll say. You didn't hear it because a lot of people were talking all at the same time. Simi heard it. You got
What do you want to know?
I think she wants to know everything.
He's not wrong.
Guys.
He's
About?
Everything.
your connection to the Empire, how that feeds into all of this other weird information dump that we're getting right now. I just there's a lot of questions.
I already detailed my connection to the Empire.
Cabbage. Make me a
I mean, I
perception
live-
check.
I mean, my family estate is near Costas.
We do have our. We do have a very prominent business.
Everybody shut up!
I'm casting Silent Image.
Okay.
We are off the road, but I am casting an image of the forest around us.
Okay. As you watch, a patrol of Imperial Guards comes up the road from the south, headed towards Sutterton. None of their faces are familiar. One towards the rear has a pack slung over his shoulder that has scrolls, bound scrolls poking out of it.
I recognize those. Because those are very similar to ones that may have been put up around town, yes?
Very similar, yes.
So I'm going to say, look, they're coming for you now. Do we kill them?
No.
No.
What?
Where are you just talking?
Your mother is in danger. Answer fast. We have 5 seconds.
No.
And that's where we're going to cut it
Yes!
off.
Yes!
So, if you guys had fun, we're going to leave it on a cliffhanger. We'll pick it up. We will pick it up in a week. So this is going to be recorded. We'll put it live. We'll put it onto
Hey, we get to watch this
Twitch
time.
as a replay. So you guys have been watching that as the replay, either on Twitch or you'll be seeing it on our YouTube channel. So this is my spot to put in my plug for the YouTube channel. Do go and check out all of our video content. Everything we've done for all of our previous campaigns as well as the current campaign will be there. Once you're there, do please subscribe, hit the like button, make sure that you get the notifications whenever we put stuff up there. We do also have our Discord server running, so be sure to check us out there. It's a good place to keep in touch with all of the news and events going on with this channel, as well as Kyrie and Danny's creative streaming. Kyrie, coming up this week, is going to be doing her 2-year anniversary stream, so you'll definitely want to check out that, and be sure that you check out the Discord server to know when that's going to be.
Have we leveled up?
Yes. We'll go ahead and take a level before next week, so that'll put you up to level 2.
I will get back to you on Eldritch Invocations.
Yes, and
You're a fighter.
and so we're gonna have a lot of real fun stuff to do over the next week. Had a lot of fun tonight. A lot of stuff came out. A lot of stuff still to come out. Be sure you come back and check us out next time. Until then,
Grab your hats and grab your balls!
and remember, if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. Good night, everybody.
I'm just gonna go.